bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with the real, you here up in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling a tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Woodward, heavy weights!
Hockey Town's back!
Hockey Town's back! What up, welcome to
They're probably like, what the fuck are these cousins doing?
Before the show, Nick was just doing anime moves in there. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Hey, I come in after working all day. I'm just getting fired up here. Hockey Town's back! Let's go. Starting the show up hot.
We got one of those unprovoked before the show, and we love it. We're just rolling with it. Introducing Spencer!
And Eazy!
Chris!
That was fire.
And finally, Nick Cola!
Let's go.
Hadouken! That's what the Red Wings were doing last night. Fucking whooping that ass.
Yeah, they were.
Could do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, they were.
We're going to talk Red Wings. I want like the most of the introductory one to be Pistons because we're not really talk too much Pistons. They got their 9th win of the fucking year. Congratulations, though. But is that goalie ass? Oh, like what?
He's getting cooked.
Is he like? Does he normally get cooked?
Not
like
that bad. No.
Like golly.
Not that bad. He was getting cooked, and that was kind of like, I don't want to say that was for their playoff lives, but Capitals need these points. Like the Capitals can't be afford to losing points like that, especially to teams that they're chasing in the Red Wings. And they got flat out embarrassed.
Bro.
Flat out embarrassed.
They got dog walk.
Yeah.
If they would have won last night, they would have been 5 points behind the Detroit Red Wings. Instead, they lose, and now they're 9 points.
Yeah.
But that's the makeup.
4-point swing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because they have a couple more games to play and whatever. But yeah, anyway, let's get out the way. Detroit Pistons got the dub.
Let's
Me
go.
and Nick, we gave you the plays last night. The hockey. Oh, shout out to DNC ENT. Well, he had the biggest one last night. He had 5.5, over 5.5 for the Red Wings game.
Yeah.
He had Dylan Larkin goal, which I didn't know was going to happen. That one happened in the third period. Shot out. And then he also had the Kate Cunningham 25 that we told you guys yesterday. By the way, there's a difference for your Batman and Robin, and I'm sorry to abuse you
I
with
took it back yesterday. We're
You
good.
did.
We're
You did.
over it. We're past it.
All right, you're right.
I'm
But
just
anybody else who had that same accusation of my guy Kate Cunningham, we put the pressure on him last night. Not only does he get the 25 for you in the pocket, but also got the W.
Out there, baby, in a foul.
Oh, what? That was kind of gross. I mean, I didn't do it. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I don't know where my fingers
Nobody
been today.
knows where those fingers are.
Yeah, I don't even know where they've been today. I ain't doing that. Andre Drummond, too, by the way. Chris, I know you were going through it. Were you a little bit like, why the fuck?
I mean, everybody's going through it that watches James Wiseman play. That's the issue.
Man.
Is like, I do not like Andre Drummond. I am not a fan of his Piston tenure. And so I was against in the offseason bringing him back because I was hearing the rumors, and I was like, we have Bagley. Stu's probably going to be back up 5 now. F Drummond, we'll be fine. But you know what? Drummond has flat out balled this year in his weird hybrid role that he has in Chicago. And I should have just known that this team was going to play Wiseman, and I should have just requested even more centers. As much as the Pistons got made fun of for their centers, they still found a way with
That's a
6
good
centers
point.
to play Wiseman. And that's the issue. I'll take anybody over Wiseman. Give me Mehmet Okur. Where's he at?
Mehmet Okur.
Dead ass, though. And I mean,
I'll take Zaza Pachulia. That's a champion
Shout
right
out
there.
Zaza.
Muscala's getting bought out now, too?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was an L.
That's just a head scratcher
Troy
right there.
Weaver
What are we
doesn't know-
doing?
Troy Weaver doesn't know
Everyone
what
in
the
this
fuck he's
room
doing.
liked Muscala, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Troy Weaver doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Like,
He's just trading guys to get rid of guys.
well, can I ask this though? Because he said he wanted to play with a contender.
Yeah.
Talking to Mike Muscala, is that a decision he wanted to make? Like, hey guys, I don't want to be here.
I think that's where the issue lies. Is it just that, or did
Get
did
me
he
out of Detroit.
get that way? Or did he?
Teleport.
Send me to Boston!
I want to play with LeBron.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
No,
Go
you're
ahead,
good.
Chris.
You're good. But it's just is this because he wasn't playing, or was this always the stance with Mike Muscala? I feel like it's because he stopped playing because Monty took him out of the rotation. And so if that's the case, to me it's less an issue with Troy and more an issue with Monty choosing not to play him. And that's why he ultimately demands to be bought out.
Do you think, though, so you think he wanted to be bought out because he wasn't getting played, or that he wasn't getting played because the bought out conversation was being had?
I think it's very clear to me that this is a Monty issue because he was playing to start and he stopped. So I think Monty chose to not put him in the rotation of 17 players. He chose to not play one. I don't understand. You play 13 players and Mike Muscala is not one of them, and James Wiseman is.
We're laughing. At
I'm very mad.
I not gonna lie, I was in the Verizon store all day battling with tech support, and Janice from tech support.
I just want my phone.
Janice from tech support was already helping me. It's like, all right, Janice. But
my name is John.
Yeah, literally. But it took me like 2.5 hours to get this phone, which only should have been like a 5-minute process.
No, it takes a while.
But apparently,
you transfer your stuff.
Yeah, but like to get the actual phone doesn't take long. I could have gotten the phone and left.
Yeah, I got you.
Like I didn't transfer it. Wait for it to transfer there. I still got my own float. I'm going to turn that back in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I might just keep it. I don't know.
Keep it or sell it. GameStop that.
Well, I mean, it's already cracked and shit. They said they give me $150 for it. So.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
No, we had something wild in the prep sheet that we didn't get to, but for context of the Muscala situation, why we're so pissed off about it, it's not that like he's this world breaker. Although I feel like he's a piece that you would want as your 5 when you have like the spacing you do at
stretch
times,
5 would be
especially
awesome.
with freaking Stu out there. No disrespect to Stu, but that means you got literally nothing for the Michael Badley trade.
That a deal he gave him.
You literally got
that-
nothing. Just, nothing. Like both pieces you got in that move was for nothing. Both guys got bought out. That's the context of it. That's why we're pissed off about it. We're just clowning because I can't. And I'm the guy in the show that defends Troy. I feel like more than anybody on this show, at least. I don't know about the network, but for sure the show, I can't defend that.
No,
bro. You got him for enough. You lost. We should have just kept Bagley at that point.
Yep.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Chris, you were pumped faking your hand there for a minute.
Because I do want to go the positive route here. The Pistons won last night, and I know that you can't change history, but in reality, the Pistons could be. There's a world in which the Pistons are on a 3-game winning streak if this officiating is right.
Nice.
Are you thinking like that? Is that changing your
My
mind? at all?
grandma had Will, she'd be a bite.
She would. That's factual.
If she ate blank, she'd be a. Never mind.
Whoa there.
Should be somebody Chris is trying to hit on in sticks.
What?
Gaslight.
No, that happened, bro. You must have been blacked out.
No. We're not doing that. But does that mean anything? The fact that they lost 2 close games and then now won one.
No, it doesn't mean anything. This season means nothing. Goodbye, Pistons.
Goodbye.
I
said good day.
DNC ENT says we traded Bagley to play Wiseman.
Literally, bro. That's why I was pissed off last night watching Dre, because I remember specifically him saying during the offseason that he wanted to come play back in Detroit. Like he was totally open to coming here in Detroit. In an ideal fit, in an ideal world, like a team where on Cade Cunningham is like Cade and then 3-and-D guys. Who would be better at the 5 spot to grab those missed shots to create extra opportunities than Andre Drummond backing up Jalen Duren? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just. Come on, man. Like, and we had the money. Why wasn't like it just? And this is the year they were trying to compete.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I should have known this. I shouldn't be hurt by this team anymore. We should fucking know. But like,
Pistons suck. Doesn't
Chris,
matter. They're dead.
Chris,
A Tangus Pangus type 5 would be perfect for Cade.
It doesn't matter. The Pistons suck. They're the worst team in the universe. Most embarrassing product to watch. I'd rather watch Michigan basketball than
chill.
Pistons basketball.
the past 3 games, they've been on fire.
They're 1-2.
Yeah. Hey, they should be
Okay,
3-0.
but
Hey, they should be not terrible, but they are.
I'm tired of you hating
Well,
on
hold
the
on.
Pistons second,
No,
especially
because
as a look.
every
They've been
every
cooking.
day
Pistons
Spencer
fucking
gets on the
suck.
show and he
You
says
suck.
that. He says, F the Pistons, they suck, should watch them. But who's in the group chat with us? Commenting play by play.
Exactly. Watching the Pistons game.
Hey,
Come on.
Yeah,
it
fuck
doesn't
you.
mean I gotta fucking talk about those bums.
what we do, because we're a Detroit Sports Network, and Asar Thompson got his bronze badge last night because the only time he seems to make threes is when they matter the most. The only time. He also crossed somebody up last night. I thought he was going to fucking make himself a little highlight and just poof. Yeah. And that was a midi. He's got to work on that shooting. Is that something you can fix, or like we stuck with that?
No, it's going to get better. It's not going to. He's not going to be 15% forever.
He's now like 17 with those 2 last night.
Oh man, dude, it's rough.
Hey, talk about a good shooter though, Fontecchio. Dude's a baller. He can
5
knock
threes
it.
Yeah,
he can knock it down.
He missed
from 3.
He missed 2 wide open corner threes in a row though.
Made it back with a clutch
he looked
one.
at it after he got the like 3rd rebound. Like Quentin Grimes missed one, and then Fontecchio missed one, and then they got the rebound again and gave it back to Fontecchio wide open. He missed. He was like, angry Italian noises. I felt bad for him because it was literally 2 wide open shots, but he's been great. He's been great for the Pistons.
Him and Grimes are
And then
awesome.
quick on this one before we get to the last one. That's what he was laughing about. Fuck you, Monty Williams.
Yeah, he's a terrorist.
We talked about the freaking Hampton 5, the Heatles, like nicknames. Monty has his own death lineup. It's not a death lineup in terms of like killing the other team. It's in terms of like killing
Momentum.
our team,
Yeah.
Detroit Pistons. Close game in the 4th quarter. This guy goes all bench. All bench. And Ivy was already resting for a minute. Cade was the one who sat out for it to be all bench when he put in Flynn. What the fuck are we doing? That shit pissed me off so bad, bro.
Yeah.
Especially because we were waiting on that 25 from Cade. Golly.
Yeah, he's a terrorist. There is no reason in today's NBA to play an all bench lineup,
Especially when you have Cade and Ivy.
especially when you don't have talent.
That's a perfect backcourt to stagger. It blows my fucking mind, bro.
Yeah.
Ivy made some great defensive plays last night, too. I want to give credit to him.
How is the deepest team in the league the worst team in the league? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Just call us the deepest team in the league.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Fair
Like,
enough.
rotation-wise and how many players they play, they're playing
I mean,
the
it's
most.
2K deep. I don't know about real life deep.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm saying, like, in actual rotation numbers, nobody plays more players than Monty, and yet we're the worst roster in the league. How does that make sense?
Yeah,
that should be the shortest rotation.
Did you see the plus minus that James sent? It was like starters, all green, with the yellow in his case, whatever he was using. And then every single rotation piece, negative.
And that was in a quarter and a half. That was before halftime. The
that's
starters
before
were
halftime?
like +6, and the bench was -12. How is that possible?
Yeah, shit's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. You know what else is embarrassing? I'm sorry if anybody went through this personally. I hope you don't have to go through
Would
this.
you get draked again?
Huh?
Did you get draked again?
Draked again?
Yeah.
No, what does that mean? Oh, no. Man, I hope I get draked. I get some street cred in this bitch.
Oh, I meant like see the drake.
Oh, no, that was horrible. Yeah, well,
I hope.
That's why when you said I hope I get
draked
draked, I was like,
again.
oh, all right.
Nah, I
Hey,
seen
bro.
that.
got something to
Hey,
tell
bro,
us?
I'll lie. You know
Hey, I'm
I
not
got
judging,
shit.
just like to shoot straight.
Pause. You know, it's
I
like Sauce
got
Gardner was freaking out about being late.
Oh,
Did you see
yeah.
that? Yeah, but I'm like, bro, I'm like, post my shit, fam. Fucking.
Get out in front of it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, shit. You get extra
You got
followers,
nothing to hide,
maybe. I
baby.
got nothing to hide. Post me, nigga. No, but I do want to. I want to apologize to anyone who went through this. It's a sensitive subject we might bring up. It's a Tom Brady one that's in there. Did you see this?
No.
Yeah, I
This is
saw
a future
this.
meme. This is the
Kissing
book
his
he was
kid
reading.
again?
Tom Brady has accepted Giselle, I don't know how to say her last name's romance with a jiu-jitsu instructor began years ago. Report. So the link for it.
So, has he
You
like
could be Tom
recently
Brady.
accepted it, or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
he didn't know about it back then?
You could be Tom Brady and bitch gonna cheat on you.
But she's Giselle.
You could be Tom Brady and these bitches will cheat on you. That's why it's sensitive. Spain's going through it right now.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
You could be Tom Brady, and these bitches gonna cheat on you, bro.
That's crazy. Is it
You
not?
are trash!
What are you giggling about, Chris?
I'm just picturing you go from last week's show. You fucking want one?
Bro, you can be Tom Brady,
How you feel about that, Nick?
and these
Keep the
hoes
clock up,
still
baby.
gonna hit the streets, bro.
It's fucked up,
Giselle's
man.
for them Brazilian streets.
Oh, she is. That makes a little bit more sense.
Best
That's like
quarterback of all time in the biggest sport of all time. And literally it takes up a day of the week all time, and she's still gonna cheat. That's
Steve Wild says,
cold
"Let
out
that
here."
sink in and get an ugly one, boys, that nobody wants." I mean,
yeah, maybe.
No, man,
It's yeah.
Tom Brady.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want to put
Moment
you
of silence for our fallen brothers who've had their hearts
Makes
broken.
me feel better about myself.
Yeah, you were kind of.
Yeah,
I could tell in your brain. It's like a PTSD moment right there.
like, damn.
If I've ever been cheated on, I didn't know, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I got cheated on when I was,
High school.
yeah,
Yeah. Fuck
and that
bitch.
shit sucked. But I wasn't Tom Brady. I was just fucking high schooler.
Yeah, man.
But it wasn't with no Tom Brady.
Listen, if you got Tom Brady or Giselle and you want to get your revenge bot on, there's only one place to go, and I just signed up today. Planet Fitness.
Let's go. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym, a full body workout in just 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by, more than 50 in Metro Detroit, and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. How would you like to win not one, but two vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
Head over to woodwardsports.com, click the shop tab today, and get yourself some brand new merch. Hoodies, hats, tees, all guaranteed to turn heads. Get yourself some of the ultimate swag. Head over to woodwardsports.com and click the shop tab today.
Hit the like button if you just related to Tom Brady for the first time in your life, and you're ashamed and proud of it. Smash the like button.
I just smashed the like button.
I just smashed the. It's right there. I just hit it. Also,
I bet she's fat now though, and I'm coming up, so
it's facts. That's facts.
and she's got a kid.
Have you guys ever went back and hit a fat girl? I mean, a girl that was really hot in your school, but like fat now.
Oh yeah.
And you just like close. You're like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, and then you
This
tell
is
your boys
prime
like, yeah, fuck Ashley, and they're like,
Yeah.
no way. Like, yeah.
You're like the
You
fat
would be
version.
like, no.
yeah, exactly. Shout out to hot girls turn fat. Shout out to Tom Brady.
What about
Keep
the
your head
fat
up,
girls
please.
turn hot?
That happens too, actually.
That's the
That does
best.
happen.
Those are, hey,
You know, they don't forget how to.
please tell me you got that on the camera.
You just missed it, I think.
Speaking of hot, Red Wings are red hot.
Playoffs?
Red Wings back!
Hockey Town is back.
Fucking 6-game win streak. For the first time under the Stevie Y regime.
Yes.
I think they're the most goals they've ever had all season last night, too. And it was all, none of it was the stars outside of like Larkin. Mm-hmm. Oh, DeBrincat got one.
DeBrincat got one, yeah.
Kane got us. Oh, dude, we were talking about before the show. I had to text D-Mac because we kind of debated it before the show. Like, actually, did I put this one in there? Chris, can you recam it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is like, maybe I'm just new to hockey. I don't know if this has happened like regularly, but the pass from my man Patrick Kane was, the young kids call it aura. That's what this was. Even Fabry didn't know what the hell just happened.
Yeah.
Look at he's just standing there with the stick.
He didn't
Look,
have
he
to
didn't move.
He didn't have to move.
He's like, what?
That's why I said Patrick Kane is still the best tape to tape.
Dude, Fabry's reaction is the best.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like,
He's still the best tape-to-tape passer in the NHL. It's impressive, man.
Just a little bit, Chris.
He's
This is
put
beautiful.
that right on his tape. Easy
under the skate, bro.
under the skate. Easy tip in for Fabs. Just a beautiful,
Fab
beautiful
what?
setup by
Huh?
Kaner. Fabs to take it. Probably the easiest goal he'll have all year. Just great stuff, man.
Literally in live action. If you let it play out, he's like pointing like, huh? Like
Yeah.
fucking like pointing back to himself, the cane. That was insane. Again, kids call aura. If you don't know what it is, you don't. Now you know. You just watch what that was. That's insane. That's also coming off of well, hold on. Is that 9 points in a row for him?
Patrick Kane, yeah.
Yeah, or 9-game point streak.
9-game point streak, yeah.
Man, Nick.
Yeah, Kane's taken this team to a whole nother level that I don't believe any of us thought we were going to get to this spot we're at right now this season. But Kane has everybody bought in on this team. Even the play with Larkin and DeBrincat, where DeBrincat was on the back end of Larkin's, just like that. It was literally just the easiest.
Tic-tac-toe. Like,
Yeah, it was incredible to see. This team's on a whole nother level. I haven't seen, since I was like a diehard hockey fan now, like I haven't seen this in a long time. Like, it's great to see. Spenmo, what'd you think? First thoughts on the game?
You're ridiculous, bro. No, it's amazing. It's amazing what Kaner has done, and you're right. He's brought everybody else to a whole new level. I talked about it, how much a guy like him and a guy like DeBrincat opens the ice up for everyone else and puts in opportunities for everyone else, and that was a prime example of it. Like, Fabry was just standing there untouched right in front of the crease, and Patrick Kane puts one right on his tape, and he shelves it. It's just easy goals for the guys around them because of guys like that on the ice. It is an aura. It is a gravitational pull when you see a guy like Patrick Kane with the puck on his stick. Everybody's like, fuck, like, and they started like going over there a little bit, and then you have Fabry, you have Rasmussen, you have whoever it is, Raymond, open in the slot, wide open for shots like that, and it makes it easier for their lives. That's why Lucas Raymond is having the best year of his career by far, and it's not a coincidence that it's happening because you brought 2 top flight talents onto this team.
Oh, absolutely.
Dylan Larkin is having the best year of his career by far,
Yes.
and it's not a coincidence he brought 2 top flight talents onto this team. Like, these guys make everything easier for everyone else. It's fun to watch them still. Patrick Kane still has some of the sauciest mitts in the league, and I love seeing what they're doing. I love seeing them all buying into this team, buying into him. That first line, like Neil talked about, that first line of Cat, Larkin, Kane,
It's one of the best in the
you
league.
could stack that up with a lot of first lines in the NHL. And I mean, there's definitely some better ones out there. Like, but when you look at talent and skill wise, that is a true first line. These Red Wings teams haven't had that in so long. They haven't had the first line that's like, okay, that's as good as any other team's first line you're going to see.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but it's on par with those guys. Like, it's not, McDavid and Neiman or anything like that, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to see these guys get involved. And on top of that, my MVP didn't even score a goal last night. My MVP of last night's game was Mo Seider. Mo Seider blocked 5 shots in that game.
Dog.
He was taking Alexander Ovechkin's slap shots off his thigh pads.
He had to leave early.
Yeah, it's what happens when you take one of the best shots in the slot, probably the best shot in the slot in the history of the NHL. You take a couple of those off the thighs, it's not going to feel good. And his block on Ovechkin set up the shorty for Comfer and Kopp to connect on. And it's just amazing to see what he's doing. He's buying in. He is one of the best defensemen in the NHL, and he's playing like it.
That shorty before the third got my pants tight, son.
Huge.
Like, that was hell yeah, Nick. You already know. No, that was insane. I mean, I've seen one before, obviously. Pause. But like, for a winning team, like for the Red Wings to be in, towards the playoffs, and that to happen against a team they need to gain a little bit more traction against, bro, that was fucking amazing.
Yep.
I mean, that game was awesome. I asked Chris last night. I guess I'm asking all you guys too. Like, what is more entertaining to watch? Like when your team's ripping shit like that, or when it's close
games. Close games are more fun to watch. It's obviously cool to see them go out there and score 8 goals, but like a game like Chicago, that's more fun to watch because every fast break means more. Every missed assignment means more. Every turnover in the neutral zone means more. So I love to see the Red Wings playing like this and playing like this against better teams. Like that game against Colorado, man. That was a playoff game. That was a playoff atmosphere against one of the most talented teams in the NHL, and you shut them down. Like, shout out to Lyon for doing his thing in that game, and shout out to Lyon again for last night. He made some big stops. But when you play a game like that against one of these top upper echelon teams in the NHL like the Avalanche, it's so much more fun to watch.
Yeah, Spenny, I think that game specifically took this team to a whole nother level because they did go on the road against Edmonton and the Canucks, and they obviously lost those games against two of the top teams in the other conference. But when you win 2 straight leading into home against the Avalanche and you pull out a 2-1 victory in overtime against maybe the best team in the entire NHL on your home ice, it gives you the confidence. And this team has ran with it. They are on such a tear right now. It is so much fun to watch. And Eazy, you're not on like the edge of your seat, obviously, in this type of game when you're putting up 8 goals.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's nice to see. It's nice to see everybody get involved. Guys like Gossifir with his like corner snipe to get the game started. A guy I pointed out yesterday, another reason why this team's doing so well, is a guy like Joe Veleno. He dogged one, got a nice goal. I believe he had the assist on the first one too, or for Gossifir. So it's just, this team is so deep that they can go up against any team in the league right now, and honestly, I'd pick them to win.
Yeah.
That's how hot this team is right now.
They're going to have 14 guys to score 10-plus goals by the end of the year. Like, Ghost is at 9, and that would make 13, and I think Sider's at 7. Like, both of those guys are going to get to 10 by the end of the year. They're going to have at least 3 dudes to score 20-plus goals this year, probably maybe even 4. So it's just, you don't get that kind of output very often. This is like what Carolina was last year. Like, this is literally what Carolina was last year. Carolina going in the playoffs had the deepest team. They ran 4 lines at you, and they all had guys who could take care of business. And that's exactly what the Red Wings are doing. Like, when Joe Veleno is your 3rd or 4th line center, and you see what he can do, and he's playing on your second power play unit because he's that dangerous out there. And his goal was probably my favorite out of everybody's last night.
Shelf.
Just a nasty fucking upper shelf shot that he dragged around. And, dude, it was a fucking nasty shot.
It reminded me of playing like NHL 2K13 or whatever it is, when you cross to the middle, come back, and just let one rip top shelf.
For sure.
That was sick as hell.
It was amazing, man. I love seeing that. I love Joe Veleno. He's been so integral for the penalty kill for the past couple
Great
years.
indeed.
And he is amazing on the PK, and now he's finally getting his own in the offense. Like, we saw flashes of it the past 2 years of him getting that speed, getting breakouts, and making some things happen. But he's always been very good on the penalty kill. He's been very good in the circle. And now you see him getting the benefits of that by actually getting on the scoring, getting scoring tallies in there. And he's essential for this team, man. To have that guy be on your, like I said, your 4th line, it's huge.
Any concerns about Mo leaving early, or you think it's just so he can heal up for Thursday?
It's hockey guys doing hockey shit, man. When you're blocking that many pucks, you're gonna be fucking sore. Like,
Bro got back up and still poked that thing out like an Instagram bitch. Hey, Mo's a dog.
Yeah, Mo's the man, bro. And I think Lalonde already said he's gonna be fine for the next game.
Also, comment from Boone in the Woodward Sports chat: playoff beards. You guys want to do it?
I'd be down. I just trimmed up the sides, shaved the sides today.
I mean, obviously, I'll wait till
when
playoffs.
Do we start? Yeah, when do we start?
Right?
Yeah, when they start the playoffs.
Yeah. So once playoffs start, just no shaving.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah.
Mine's
100%.
Mine's gonna look like shit.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, you know
My
what?
stash is just gonna be more like pronounced.
Nick's gonna have the best one.
Yeah,
for
Nick's
sure.
got the best one for sure. Nick, how long does it take you to grow a beard? 2 days.
A week. Like
Really?
an actual one that you can see.
Yeah.
My boy Mustache can grow a beard. in
But
like
I
2
have to
days.
shave like twice a week now for this with this mustache. It looks whack as hell. So that's no fun.
Shout out to my guy Amir, who signed me up at Planet Fitness today. He's got your thing, but he just let it roll. And
Yeah.
he's like rocking it. He's got like sideburns, almost like some 70s shit going on.
Yeah.
Where it's like just here, and like a little bit of that and that. And I was like, fuck it. He made it look like he meant to do it.
My beard
I don't know if he did or
doesn't become beard hair. It's like actual hair.
like. What do you mean?
Like it's like straight.
So
It
weird.
just looks like long
It looks
hair.
it looks so
That's some
shitty.
Viking shit though, maybe. Yeah. Fuck it. We'll find out.
It looks so.
I'm
shitty.
down for it. Let's go. Anything for this Red Wings team. Let's get it going. I'm trying to be outside. If I'm not gonna be in LCA, I'm trying to be outside of LCA for just to see what that atmosphere is like. I remember the Bucks had a crazy one in basketball.
Yeah.
What was it called? It was like defendant or
Toronto did that too.
Fear the Deer.
Fear the
yeah,
Deer. Toronto did it with the dinosaur. They called like some weird shit.
Like we've never had this at LCA. Like I'm really curious to see what it's gonna look like down there.
Silky Johnson says, Kopp, Rasmussen, and Valeno are a nice PK line. They really are. They're all big guys. They can all play both ways. If they get out, on the open ice, they can make something happen in the offensive zone. And it's impressive to see them out there playing defense. Like, I love Rasmussen. He's one of my favorite players on this team. He's, like I said it multiple times, he's probably your best two-way forward. So it's awesome to see him going out there every day.
Cool little factoid. A couple of them actually, real quick. The Red Wings are 16-4-2 since the new year. That's I think 72% or 77% winning percentage.
Playoffs.
If I remember it correctly. And then also this, before we transition to a little bit of Detroit Lions talk. Do we have the tweet, Chris? I know we're a little bit over. I just want to.
Yeah, which tweet are we looking at?
Is one from Will Birchfield. Detroit Lions bringing the aura to Detroit Red Wings. When Jamo hit the LCA goal horn, Penguins, victory of the Penguins, 6-3. When Ben Johnson did it, 6-1 Blues. When Hutchinson was there, by the way, do we have the Hutch video? Chug?
It should
we'll
be.
We'll come back with it.
It's
maybe.
in downloads.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll come back to it. Either way, Hutchinson there last night, 8-3. For the Detroit Lions, 20-7 every time they're in the building.
Hell yeah,
that's the aura.
That's awesome.
Got to save Dan Campbell for April though. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, I can't wait to see Dan Campbell on the jumbotron slamming a beer during a playoff hockey game, bro. I'll be rock hard.
You think he's at the opener?
Amazing.
He'll be there. Yeah,
it's around draft time though.
He'll be there.
If we go to second round, he'll be there for sure.
All right, let me tell you guys about Lady Jane's, where they gave me a nice beard trim scalp massage today. Shout out Rachel. Go to Lady Jane's. Shout out Rachel. Come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams. And all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in any time. It's wicked awesome.
Feel alive during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest New Year's sales event ever. Get the best prices on our huge selection of award-winning Chevrolets. Like this 2024 Equinox for $188 per month. Or this 2024 Silverado for $268 per month. It's the New Year's sales event going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss. With Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet is the #1 Chevy dealer in the state of Michigan. With 18 locations, one right in your backyard. Make sure you guys visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the one nearest you. Also, check out Wake Up Woodward and BDE live every other Monday at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi.
Live.
We'll do it live. Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm Eazy, joined by Slim Ho Rax.
I don't know. I never got that nerdy into it where I could remember the hand signs.
Yeah, right.
I swear to God.
You have a tattoo on you. Don't lie.
That's not Naruto tattoo.
That's true.
Look,
you ever did the run?
I know this one.
The Naruto run? What's that?
It's Shadow Clone. Multi-Shadow Clone.
You guys hear the news?
No. What
Hockey Town is back.
Hockey Town is back.
We got to make that a drop for sure. Shout out to Young Chris. Shout out to Nick. We got, you got a video?
Yeah, I got the video from Hutch.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hutch.
Shout out to Hutch, dude. This is just a Michigan guy living. Literally broke the chain. He broke the goal horn chain
I
because
didn't even see that.
because he's too yoked. Yeah.
How crazy he was.
Oh, he's hammered for sure.
Oh yeah. When he actually, I sent the other one.
He
Chris,
deletes
when
the
done.
beer.
Huh?
Absolutely deletes the beer.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And the flex afterward.
Oh yeah.
A couple guys out there at the game. They said that got the crowd like roaring.
Oh, for sure.
Well, after that happened, it was like it was on.
Dude, it's awesome, man. Hutch, that's just a Detroit guy, a Michigan guy, living his best life, like living the dream, man. Like I want to be on a jumbotron chugging a beer so bad, dude.
Oh, it's gonna happen. They put me on at the Pistons game one time.
Because I could chug a fucking beer.
Oh, it wasn't for a beer. I was with the kiddos.
I can delete a full cup of beer in probably like 5 seconds.
Our guy, oh God, I hope he's not listening.
They've thrown me on like before,
Yeah.
but then they've thrown me right off when I go for the chug. Because I'm in like these seats where you can get on for like LCA, like my mom has a hookup.
Yeah.
So but every time I start the chug, they're like flip it right off. They
that's
don't let me.
whack.
They don't let me do it. So
No, we were there. It was Alex Westfall. He works there at LCA, and so if he spots you, he'll put you on there. If you're a Woodward sports vet.
Really?
Yeah, Alex Westfall. I don't know if he's still there, but
Westy? Yeah.
yeah, he was like interning there, or like working there. Or
Oh,
something.
he still works there, yeah.
Yeah, he put me and the kids on. It was fucking pretty sweet. I was
That's
like,
dope.
Fuck yeah, that's pretty cool.
Westy's the man.
Westy is the man. Here's the beer chug. Shout out to Aiden Hutchinson. Beast.
Yeah, this is good form. This is great form.
I don't really know how much beer was in that
Oh, I
cup
forgot.
per se, but I'm gonna go ahead and give this chug a 10 out of 10 because Aiden Hutchinson, and he's the motherfucking man. Shout out to Hutch. Let's go Ravens.
I forgot I posted that on Instagram. That's what the audio was right there. I was so confused when I
Eazy was
started hearing my
listening.
voice. I was like, is that a drop in there or something like that? All right, we'll
was a great
transition
chug.
to Detroit Lions. That was a great chug. Couple things we do with the Detroit Lions. We kind of like bled into this segment, so I'm going to bump down to some of the pre-draft visits that we've been seeing, Spinny. There's more than what I have listed on this prep sheet because they also met with Trice,
Yeah.
Braylon Trice,
Yeah.
Marshawn Nealon, your boy Quantez Swiggers.
He's calling him Tez.
And then there's one other. Oh, Darius Robinson. Darius Robinson also met with the Detroit Lions. I actually have a video or cut from Darius Robinson. I'll send Chris at some point today too. But I guess of those pre-draft visits, what are your takeaways as of now?
Well, obviously Marshawn Nealand and Darius
yeah?
Robinson. Darius Robinson, they're
Yeah.
around. They're guys that have been around, guys that have been around the city, guys that are around the state of Michigan. So you like to see that. And those are guys that can do a lot of different things. They're not. Those are Terrell Williams guys.
Oh,
Those are not the bookend super speed pass rusher. Those are guys you can move around and do different things. Those are guys that can play the interior, play the exterior, can rush from the inside, rush from the outside, do a lot of different things. And we know those are the guys that Tyrell Williams likes. And Brad Holmes seems to like those guys as well. With drafting a Josh Pascal, signing a John Kaminsky to an extension. Like, those are guys. Obviously, Marshawn Nealand is the one that stands out for me because he's going to be around the third round. Somewhere around there is where you can get him.
Yeah.
And you've got those 2 third-round picks.
he might be a second round.
So I would like that. I'm not mad about that. But Darius Robinson, I don't really see happening, even though everybody's mocking him towards us.
Did you see the interview today?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
He's
Everything he was saying. I'm just picturing Dan Campbell like,
juiced up about it.
yeah, like fuck you. He's fucking huge.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
I got the video to Chris. This guy's a giant.
He's a big dude, and he worked his body. It's impressive what he did. He literally
Like an
reshaped.
Instagram model.
He worked his body. Right? He went
Pump
down to
that thing
Dr.
out.
Miami. No, but he reshaped his body to be an edge rusher this year, and so he's really raw when it comes to the edge rushing position. He doesn't have all the nice moves and counter moves and different things like that. But you see the freak athleticism there. You see the power of him being a heavyweight at heart because he was an interior defensive tackle. So he's got the bull rush, he's got the power, the strength that you can see and that's pliable on tape. But if he can hone his real edge rushing abilities, different moves he can make, he could be a difference maker in the NFL level.
I'm gonna get the video over to Chris. This guy's 6'5", 280 plus pounds, and when you sit there and talk to him about the sport of football, and this is one that Nick and you and I were watching, and I think a lot of us watched it. You didn't really see it on tape as much as like the build there is like, holy shit, that's a monster of a human being. You didn't really see him dominate the line of scrimmage like you would want to. Chris, I've seen this little clip from the interview he did with Chris Sims and Florio, but he's from Southfield, Michigan. He went to Canton High School. And he had 8.5 sacks last year. I think it was last year, the year before, from Missouri, from Mizzou. So it's like, okay, he has produced at that level. It's just like I feel like what we're looking for is we want the splashy guy,
the technical.
That too.
The guy that
he's the big guy.
He's got the honed pass rush ability on tape. That's what I look for because we talked about the guys that have had proven success opposite Aiden Hutchinson. And it's guys like Bruce Irvin and like James Houston.
But is there
like
any
David
confidence
Ojabo.
in Terrell Williams doing like making him our Danico Autry? You know what I'm saying? Because he's a guy that plays inside,
I think
outside.
he very well can.
Yeah.
But the Lions already got guys like that. They got 2 guys like that on the roster.
That's why I feel the same way, man.
So that's.
But they're not built like this, motherfucker.
They're not.
This guy is. I mean, here's a video, by the way, just real quick.
But this
before
would
you
be
watch
like eerily similar to the Josh Pascal pick.
As players,
yes.
But peep the size difference next to another guy who played in the NFL, Chris Simpson, next to him. Not obviously not the greatest, but check this out.
Favorite team growing up? NFL?
Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions?
I grew up 20 minutes. Like I used to go to the training camps growing up, and it's 20 minutes away from me, so not far at all.
Man, no, they're going to like you, and they need D linemen. And you got all the right answers, Dan Campbell and Chris Spielman. They're definitely going to like you.
You heard Chris Sims say Dan Campbell and Brad and Chris Spielman are definitely gonna like you. That whole conversation, if you were to listen to that interview, that would have been your takeaway. That would have been your takeaway. And again, I think what I'm curious about, and what's kind of weird, I can't really find his age anywhere. I can't find anywhere that says, and that's why I like the combine, because like you hear things about 40s, going into college, you hear things about heights and all that stuff like that. Colleges will always gas that up for those guys coming out of their school because they want them to go to the pros and they want to have that badge of honor when they're going to recruit other guys.
Yeah.
Combines where you find out like what's what. You know what I'm saying? Like remember Hutch, the arm, and by the way, I'll never judge edge rusher for his arms anymore after the Aiden Hutchinson situation. I just won't. But
32-inch pythons.
32-inch pythons. I had him sign on the autograph.
Yeah.
But at the combine, you get to find out the true answers to this one. With this guy, I want to find out the age and I want to see what he runs in the 40 because like you said, I think maybe he can be molded into something that they like. I
would not be surprised if this was the pick for the Lions. I'm going to say that right there. Darius Robinson, if that was their pick, I would not be surprised because he does check all the boxes of what they like. They like versatile guys who can do multiple different things. That is definitely something he is, being a former interior defensive tackle and now bumping out to edge. They like guys from hometown roots guys.
Yeah.
They like grass-fed hometown roots guys. He's from Detroit. Like he's right around here.
Yeah.
They like guys who love football. He loves football. He says all the right things in his interviews. Like I would not be surprised if this was their pick.
And I'm sorry, we are going a little bit over. Just one more thing before we do a break here, and we'll touch on Marshawn Nealon because I don't think we really talked about him too much, and a couple other guys too. But a lot of time when you ask these guys like, what position you want to play in the league, and they know the role, like what you're supposed to say. Oh, I'll play anything. Matter of fact, I watched Chris Spielman grill someone for it earlier today, or Rick Spielman, I should say. He's like, no. Like, where do you think you're going to see the best at? He, like, grilled it out of him. He's like, okay, outside linebacker. Not Darius Robinson, but another dude. When this guy says, when he said in that interview, I want to play whatever. Like, I'm down to play. Like, he meant it.
Yeah.
You felt that he meant it. It wasn't just, like, to appease you and what you wanted to hear. No, he's literally down to play whatever to prove himself that he could play in this league. He's the Dan Campbell guy.
He is a Dan Campbell guy, and he's a big, physical, athletic beast.
Yes.
Like he is everything that the Detroit Lions like when they look at a player. Darius Robinson out of Mizzou, like you said, he had 8.5 sacks or 8 sacks this year, and it's impressive to see him do that in just that 1 year transition from going from playing defensive tackle to playing edge rusher. It's not an easy thing to do, but just his sheer size, athleticism, and strength has helped him reach that level. And if you put him, that rough clay in the hands of an expert molder like Terrell Williams, it could turn into something beautiful.
Yes, and that's where my hope is. A couple more other draft visits on this. We kind of got carried away with Darius Robinson, but how could you not? That guy's a monster. Let me tell you guys about Fair Pack Company, because you want to get that big, you got to get your protein in, all right? And get it with the meat. The best meat in the business belongs to Fairway Packing Company. Get it ordered to your door. It's fairwaypacking.com, or stop for grab-and-go steaks. They got prime beef, dry-aged beef. You claim to be a chef on the grill, you got to get your meat from Fair Pack Company. You can't be doing it from Meyer. fairwaypacking.com.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking, and the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Meet Big D Energy at the Michigan Green Industry Association event with Alta Equipment. That's right, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, and the rest of the boys will be live Tuesday, March 5th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come by the Suburban Collection Showplace at 46100 Grand River Avenue in Novi. And say what up, though, to Darren McCarty, Detroit legend, Neil Rule, becoming a legend of himself, and KG and the rest of the boys, again, that's featuring all the latest products and technology services from the exhibitors, including lawn and landscape equipment, heavy-duty equipment, snow equipment, trucks, nursery, chemicals, everything. Listen, look at this. You can't see it, I guess, but there's a lot of stuff on here. And they're going to have it there on top of the boys being there. Make sure you guys pull up. Again, that's 46100 Grand River Avenue in Novi. And say what up to Darren McCarty and the boys at the Collection Suburban Showplace. March 5th, Tuesday. What up there? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, live WoodSport.com. I'm the boy Eazy, joined my guy, spin more Raxter. Darn tootin'. We got young Chris and Uncle Nick. Shout out to Mike Pate, by the way, from A to Z Sports. He's got a tracker up on their website that has the Detroit Lions like draft visits, confirmed draft visits.
Shout out Mike Payton.
Shout out to Mike Payton. He's got Braylon Trice on there. He also has another homegrown guy. I just want to touch on it real quick. Marshawn Nealon.
Yeah.
Any of you guys did a little bit of homework on him yet?
Yeah.
I liken him. I had this conversation too with Ben Raven. And I did it last night.
Shout out Ben Raven.
Shout out Ben Raven as well. Another great beat reporter for the Detroit Lions. He reminds me of a Mac Hutchinson, like a Mac version of Hutch, because he went to Western Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing where he's not gonna have that elite bend. He doesn't have like it's a motor.
It's the motor. It's the
strength,
and it's all around.
Spin, like his moves are literally Hutch's, right?
Yeah.
Like the bull rush and spin.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be something.
I think he could be something too. I think he'll be a good pick. Whoever gets him, he is a big physical edge rusher. He does well in the run game. He does well when rushing the passer. He's not, like you said, doesn't have this super deep bag of moves, but his size and his physicality helps him get to the edge rusher. It's impressive. He does have quickness and flexibility. Like, he can dip around the edge pretty well, but he doesn't have that super elite bend like you were saying. But he can use his quickness on bigger, slower offensive tackles to get around them. So I like him. I think he's a good pick wherever he's going to go. I think he'll be a contributor in the NFL for sure.
100%. And I think if they grab him, I don't know if it's going to be at 29.
No.
I think it's probably
No
be
way.
the back half.
Yeah.
Although he might get got before we have the capability of taking him in that second round. Because I know Daniel Jeremiah on his top 50 list, he's currently like 49. And I don't know. By the way, I heard that same saying that Brad Holmes said the other day about I don't ever believe in like they were one player away. It's something I don't believe in. The Chargers GM, and somebody else has said it too. Like I've been listening to interviews like all day today. It's a common philosophy. So if people are truly just going like BPA, like grabbing the best players available, I don't think it makes it a second round to the Detroit Lions. But
I mean, I'm sure everybody's going to try to imitate what Brad Holmes has done in the draft because
yeah,
worked out pretty fucking well.
Yeah, it was some. Actually, I guess Brad Holmes was boys to Ozzy too, but it's from Ozzy, the guy from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever GM the Chargers got, he's from that same branch, and they had the same conversations. But yeah, Marshawn Nealon's another guy they brought in. I'd be definitely down with it. I just don't know. I just don't know like the realistics of it happening. But I'm cool with it. Quantez Swigers, I did a little bit of homework on him. Not too much because I just don't know if that's a draft pick for the Detroit Lions. It's probably going to be like a day 3 thing.
Yes.
In my opinion, this guy somehow, it's weird because Matthew Betts was in the CFL, signed with a futures contract with Detroit Lions. However, Quantez Swigers is entering the draft process, and I can only assume because
probably age.
Yeah, that and like because Betts was in the NFL briefly with the Bears, and he just didn't make the team. So I'm wondering like if that no one avoids that from entering any type of draft. You know what I'm saying? Has anybody ever been drafted out of the CFL? I mean, that's the first I've ever even heard of that being a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's happened before, but yeah, we'll see. He's not going to be. Yeah, he'll be a lower round pick if they do decide to target him.
Yeah, another guy, and then another edge rusher I'm not too familiar with. I have to admit I have to do homework on him. Is Houston, out of Houston, Nelson Caesar. Are you familiar at all? Nelson Caesar from
Nelson
Houston
Caesar.
College. He's an edge rusher. I had to find out who he is. Probably another guy that grabbed late. And the other piece I want to complete this or finish this out with is Braylon Trice. And the reason why I want to finish with Braylon Trice, I feel like that could be a pick that happens at pick 29. Another guy, oddly enough, I think is a little bit more moves in his bag per se than Hutch, but he also reminds me of Hutch. It's a similar situation where it's just that motor, and he's just constantly going. And I get that he's not like the flashy edge rusher that a lot of people want to see, but what you have to understand, and the reason why I asked for somebody just to eat blocks alongside Aiden Hutchinson on the interior defensive line, it's that Hutch is seen with more just double teams rather than these triple teams have been seen all season long. Like getting more like one-on-one matchups. And I'm not saying he's gonna win every single one. That's not like reality. But like, let's see more of those because obviously he's still producing, having to deal with what he's dealing with right now. If he's taking on those and have a game record like Trice in there to cause some pressure too, or at least get the sack. Like one of the two are going to clean up. You can't have two disruptors like that and there's nothing happens.
Yeah, and like you said, he is a lot like Hutch. Like this guy's 6'5", 275. Like he is a big dude and he moves extremely well for his size. When you see him on tape and how fluidly he's moving, how fast he gets to different places, his closing speed is extremely impressive. He does a very good job of engaging and disengaging blockers to get to the quarterback. It's impressive when you watch his tape. Although, he only had 6 sacks last year, it's still the sheer size and strength of this guy is something to watch.
I'm down for it. Have you done any homework yet, Nick, on Trice?
Just from what you've told me, but I mean, I know him because he played for Washington, and I think he's a baller. I would definitely be interested in him at 29 if we do stick in our spot, or even move back a little bit if he can get into early second round territory.
I'm down for it. That's the one out of all the names on the pre-draft visit list that get me excited. Darius Robinson got me a little bit today, I'm not gonna lie, but mostly from like the mouthpiece. Like he was spitting good game, and I guarantee you it had the same effect on Dan Campbell and them too. Obviously, Brad Holmes gonna make the decision when it comes down to like who he wants over who, but I think Trice has a better skill set. I'm more confident in him as an edge rusher per se.
Yes.
Although obviously Darius Robinson, maybe like you said, we have Terrell Williams. He can mold him into something special, and I think he'll be good against the run. But I think Trice already has that shit.
Trice is more refined.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And like you want to talk about Terrell Williams making like Robinson better? Okay, but he could probably do the same for Trice as well. The guy I want him to make better the most, so we talked about yesterday, is Broderick Martin. Get that guy going. We can have him on the field. Because even if, like, I feel like just like they talked about today, because I was listening to Chris Jenkins' interview too. His dad, he played in the NFL a long time. I believe I know he's with the Jets for a little bit. I don't know where he was before. But 2-time All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowler. And Chris Sims was talking about, like, when he played against Chris Jenkins, like his dad, he was like, he would tell the center before the play, it's like, I don't have confidence that you're going to be able to snap this ball and stop him in time. So please make sure you guys are double teaming him. And that's just from the sheer size of this man being on the defensive line. That Broderick Martin possesses that same aura, if you will. So if we just have him on the field, just get the double team. Yeah, that's all I'm asking for, man.
And you know, Braylon Trice, distant cousins with Travis Trice, Michigan State legend. So.
Oh really?
No, I don't know.
Oh fuck, he got me.
That's funny.
Tricked me. Chris, you about to say something?
Yeah. So I have a question with this list, this group of players. We know Brad Holmes is not only a master of the draft class, but a master manipulator within the draft class.
Masturbator.
Is there any of these names that you look at as potential, like he could be moving around and scrambling for these guys, or this is playing games and, you know, trying to put out because he's very secretive about who he likes and who he doesn't in this draft class or in draft classes in general. Do you see any kind of manipulation here, or are you just looking at these prospects as is?
With Brad?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm just looking at him as is. I think this year more than any other year, he has to do the homework because, like he said himself, is like picking the top 10 is pretty easy. It's like picking the Grand Cayman or whatever the next best thing is. It's you're getting something good. You're going home with something nice either way. The back half of the draft, you have to come like more prepared. You can't, if you're making any type of investment, you have to like carefully measure like what you're doing there. So I think there's something behind it. And to be honest too, like we've seen these top 30 picks or top 30 visits burned on people that were taking like 3rd, 4th rounds beforehand. I think they're just using them to like get in the room with these guys and have conversations with them because they're all there at the combine, you know. But we have to go to break. When we get back, I think I know what's going to happen opposite of Cam Sutton come free agency in 2 weeks here.
Yeah.
But first,
let me tell you about Jack Labrador. Football season is officially over and spring training is right around the corner. However, Jack Labrador is 24/7, 365 days a year. Learn how to play now on your phone at jacklabrador.gg now. 2 new symbols and a franchise-changing 3-point play. And remember that once you go Jack, you never go back. Go to jacklabrador.gg now and join in on the fun.
Have you ever wondered where all the finest restaurants get their steaks? It's Fairway Packing Company, providing Michigan restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef for over 60 years. But now you can buy these cuts of meat for yourself at the Steak Shop by Fairway Packing Company. Prime porterhouse, A5 Japanese New York strip steak, dry-aged Wagyu beef tomahawk. Delicious. Get to the Steak Shop today. Enjoy fine wine, have a private party, and get the finest cuts of meat anywhere. The Steak Shop on Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods, or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Wake up, Woodward. Woodward Sports has a new morning show. Start your day with Wake Up Woodward, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. live on Woodward Sports. Join Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, JB, and KG every morning as they cover all of Detroit sports. Sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction, all on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports.
Good job, Nick.
Good job, Nick.
Morning show, shout out.
Shout out, Broder. Shout out, Kool-Aid.
Used to be on the show with
shout
all
out,
those
Sam.
guys.
Three of the best guys we got here.
Yeah.
They're just good dudes.
Very, very good dudes.
KG Elite in the sound booth as well.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Bussey on the ones and twos.
That's an all-star.
JB.
Yeah. That is, they got it right there.
Taught me everything I know.
Shout out. The only
So
black
he's
guy
the one
Nick
to
likes.
blame. Yeah.
One of the good ones.
One of the good ones.
You guys are the worst.
Ooh, wait, who's the worst? What do you mean, you guys? All right, real quick.
One of the good ones. That's great.
One more point on Darius Robinson, because as much as I'm not sold on him when we watch it, if Brad Holmes, we talked about this during the break, that's why I'm bringing it up. If Brad Holmes makes a selection, he automatically becomes a guy that I like more, just because it's Brad Holmes who chose him. So obviously, there's something there beyond the size and the measurements that make him appealing. But either way, I want to move on. Spinny, I couldn't sleep last night. It's before the storm. What a crazy fucking... Were you up? Were you awake for that?
That was crazy. It woke me up.
Yeah, I was up. I tried to go to bed early, but I ended up just laying in bed until 1 a.m. on my phone.
It's crazy because no one texted me back. That's wild.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking A.
This guy's
Actually, I think
What
I
were you
posted
doing
too.
up, Eazy?
He said up late cooking, and then sent that reel of him Aiden Hutchinson loves to chug beer.
no, that was early.
Eazy, what were you sipping on last night?
No, I was sipping on nothing. I was just proud of Hutch. But I was cooking.
Just kidding.
I was cooking because I wanted to see. Well, first,
Let
actually,
him cook.
you got the clip from Brad Holmes? Talk about the DBs? It's a quick one. It's like 30
about
seconds.
to stop.
Run this real quick.
Yeah.
The storm was crazy, though.
I don't want to call myself a snob of, outside corners, but, I have a lot of appreciation for that position. I was a cornerback cross-check for over a decade back with the Rams, and, I love corner play. I just love it. I could watch DB individuals all day, every day. I think it's poetry in motion. I love DB play. But, yeah, we just want to get the right fit.
I guess, if you want to get that out of your system, you're going to go after
Yeah,
it.
then why do our corners suck so bad? Damn. I love you, Brad, but if that's where you're, hanging your hat, why do we have one good corner on our team? Kendall Vildor is not the answer. I believe you understand that. I like the Emmanuel Mosley signings. I can't put that on you because he got injured, but I love you, Brad. But if that's your calling card, if you're hanging your hat, why is that the worst position group on our team? That shouldn't be the case. Personally, I understand you brought in Emmanuel Mosley to be that cornerback one, and he got injured, but come on, we need somebody out there on the outside.
Nick, you had some smoke too. Don't be quiet in there.
Jerry Jacobs, was that our answer? He loves cornerbacks. I just don't get it. Why are you saying you're going to hang your hat on a cornerback when we haven't had one yet in this defense? And obviously he's the one evaluating the talent. Why couldn't we have brought in a guy at a deadline if he was evaluating around the league? I don't know. He's never used a high draft pick on one yet, so I guess we'll see what happens in this draft.
That's where I'm at with it. Is yeah, Spencer, totally fair point, and I'm in agreement. If you are this DB snob, then why is it the worst room? But on the other hand, I feel like he just hasn't spent high draft capital on DBs yet.
He wanted to. I'll give him that. To be fair, he wanted to draft Devon Witherspoon. Yeah. And we saw, Devon Witherspoon looks like he's going to shake out pretty well in the NFL. And I like Emmanuel Mosley, but Emmanuel Mosley got injured, and that's not on Brad Holmes. So there are some extenuating circumstances to why this cornerback room is so putrid. But I expect him this year to make a move and bring in a guy that's going to be very good out there.
Exactly. It's not like he's the one who made the Jeff Okudah pick, right?
Yeah.
That. It'd be one thing if he swung high and missed on a DB, and then to talk this way. But the truth is, he hasn't really made a big investment in that other than free agency, which again, Cam Sutton, was good. He's just in a position that's over his head. And Mosley, good, but got hurt. So, yeah. Now's your time to prove it in the draft. If you're such a snob, now's your time to prove it in the draft.
I think his track record proves he's picky with it though, just because he hasn't made that investment yet. Because he's picky. He doesn't like what he's been looking at. And I looked at ever since Brad's been here and what they acquired. In 2021, it was the draft pick of Afonso Melifonwu, but obviously we know he turned to a safety. And as soon as he was drafted, it's on wax. Myself and Scott Bischoff, we had the conversation. I said, is he going to be a safety? It looks like a safety. 6'3", he didn't run the best 40, Yeah, now he's a safety. And one of the better ones, I'd say, at that point, too. Outside of that, they signed two guys that didn't even make the team, Quentin Dunbar and Corn Eder.
Corn? His name's Corn?
Corn was the guy's name. Didn't make the team, by the way. Both of them didn't make it.
Corn.
I was kind of excited for Quentin
scary.
Dunbar. He didn't finish that way. Went out though.
Yeah.
But then so jump to 2022. Who they added? There's Mike Hughes in that 1-year deal, and then Savion Smith, who was like a practice squad guy, who they're kind of hoping to make something of, but obviously didn't work out through the injuries or whatnot. Mike Hughes didn't work out either. He's got his injuries and just never really panned out. He's more of a nickel guy in my opinion too. And then 2023, I feel like was when Brad finally committed to getting cornerbacks.
Yeah.
And it was Emmanuel Mosley. It was Cam Sutton. By the way, cheap deals, right? Fair. I mean, that's the most money and most commitment Brad's ever made since he's been here too. Was to Cam Sutton, 3 years, $33 million. But Cam Sutton, 5'11", 188 pounds. Emmanuel Mosley, 5'11", I think he's like 190 or like 188 or something like that, similar to that as well. But I'm just trying to find like what is Brad's guy if he's such a snob?
Yeah.
And I don't think Cam is like lengthy per se, but I think Emmanuel Mosley looked kind of lengthy out there as soon as he got there. So I went over and I was looking at guys that are available, and the guy that already came up rumored to be associated with the Detroit Lions. That's Kendall Fuller. And I know we like cringed at it before, but I looked deeper into like Kendall Fuller's bag, and one of the things we learned through a painful experience with my man Will Harris, is that they value that versatility.
Yes, they do.
Because we didn't know what the hell else that man was bringing to the field outside of that versatility. Well, Kendall Fuller has that. He's played in the nickel spot. He's played as an outside guy. He's even played safety. I didn't know those things. I wasn't aware of that. I forgot that he won a Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs. Kendall Fuller's a Super Bowl champion. Matter of fact, he had an interception in that Super Bowl game.
Yeah.
Pass deflection and interception. He's been good at getting the ball as the past 2 years specifically, but he's got the same build, that 5'11" build. And I was looking on PFF. The contract is like 13 per, like 3-year 13. If you want to add in like the inflation of what the draft cap is now, not draft cap, I'm sorry, cap space is now, it's kind of the same as like a 3 years 11. You know what I'm saying? But just the speed, experience, the versatility, the championship pedigree, I think that might be the guy. And honestly, I kind of sold myself on it. I don't think it's a perfect fit per se. I don't think he's a stud per se.
He's better than Kendall Vilder though.
But out of everybody available right now, does that not match up to what he's picky or what he's been going with?
It does sound like something that he would like. He does like, that's the same reason he liked Cam Sutton, was the versatility, versatility, the different things he can do. The
Another
different
guy bounce in and out.
Yeah, the different positions he could play on the field. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, same kind of way. Brian Branch, same kind of thing. Guys that can play a lot of different positions, do a lot of different things on the back end of that defense. He's proven that he likes that. He's proven that he values that for sure above other things. So I wouldn't be mad at it at all if they signed Kendall Fuller. He'd be better than what we have, and that is an upgrade. And an upgrade at that position could be the difference of us playing in the Super Bowl or not. So, if that's what Brad goes with, that's what Brad goes with, and I'm here for it.
Into the comments about, I guess real quick, Nick, if you have any changed opinion on Fuller from beforehand.
I guess, at the time, we were all thinking superstars, blue chip or type guys to add to this defense, and Brad Holmes has come out and talk about how he's not going to spend top dollar money if it's not his own players. Dan just said that as well yesterday. So that's why I feel like we have to circle back, do a little bit more reevaluating. And yeah, I'd be 100% down for Kendall Fuller at this point. He's the best guy immediately in that defensive back room. I don't know how you can hate on it as an outside cornerback. So yeah, I'm definitely down for Kendall Fuller. But talking about one of those blue chip, just top guys that's been going around, and Chiefs are letting him go out and seek trades. It's Snead for KC. Would you guys take a look at him? I know he's going to be pricey. We do have that.
They're not going to pay.
We do
him.
have that bet Eazy. Not a chance.
They're not going to pay.
Well, and I'm not
even talk about it.
Yeah, what are we doing, guys? It's not happening. They told you guys countless amount of times by now they're not going to go out there and spend big money on external ads. They've quite literally. There's no disguising it. It's not draft talk. This is free agency talk. There's no cards to hide when having these conversations. Like, they're not going to pay the type of money it takes to get L'Jarius Sneed. On top of that, you want to talk about giving up assets to acquire an external guy. You're also in a situation where he's given a franchise tag by the Kansas City Chiefs. You then have to give up 2 first-round picks, or depending on which tag he's on, to get him. Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. I like L'Jarius Sneed. He's not 2 first-round picks, or not even 1 first-round pick. I guess pick 29 is not that bad. But to give up that and then pay this man upwards of $20 million?
Who are we talking about?
Not gonna happen.
What do you
DeAndre Ayton. It's like the DeAndre Ayton stuff from a couple years ago. Like you were gonna have to trade multiple first-round picks and then sign him to a max deal if you wanted him. And Pistons fans are like, "Oh, you can bring him in. You could be the guy."
Yeah.
It's like no, they're not gonna do that.
And I like Jerry Steen more than Ayton, by the way, too.
Me too.
Shame on you for making the comp there.
But that's what it was. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah, they're not going to give up assets and then pay this guy. Yeah, that's insane.
Talk about paying a guy when it comes back to Fuller here. What do you think a contract goes for a guy like Fuller? How much do you think it would
I
be?
liked what they had on for Brad Spielberger. That 3 years, 13, 12,
12,
that
13.
makes a lot more sense.
I'd be cool with that.
It feels like, that's kind of exactly what Cam Sutton got. You know, just the inflation of the 2024 cap and what's going to be. Gone up that $30 million. Yeah, you get an extra $2 million for it. Another point I want to make too is when Brad was being so stingy and like picky with the previous acquisitions, the pieces I noticed he grabbed from last year was Emmanuel Mosley and Cam Sutton. They both come from great like pass rushing teams.
Yeah.
Like T.J. Watt and Highsmith, like they put in work. Obviously, you got the Bosa and them doing work too as well for the 49ers. Like, I think he had higher expectations for what the pass rush was going to be on this defense as well.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
And obviously,
that was definitely a letdown.
Yeah, it was. We got to go to break. We'll continue that conversation. If you guys want to call in and have a conversation, I'm cool with that too. But first, tell us about Big Boy Spin.
Seafood Fest is back at Big Boy. Catch it while you can. Dive into fish and chips. Their new Parmesan crusted cod, perfectly fried clam strip platter, or delicious fish sandwich. A Big Boy must try the new mango iced tea, the ultimate compliment to their popcorn shrimp Alfredo, or shrimp stir fry. Every day is a fish fry at Big Boy. And don't forget, every Friday night, the all-you-can-eat seafood buffet at your local Big Boy.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Big Boy Seafood Fest is sailing in with a fresh catch of favorites. Dive into fish and chips, our new palm-crusted cod, perfectly fried clam shrimp platter, or a delicious fish sandwich. Try our new mango iced tea, the ultimate complement to our popcorn shrimp, our all-new fried pickles, shrimp Alfredo, or shrimp stir fry. Experience all the sea has to offer every Friday night with our all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Every day is a fish fry, only at Big Boy.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the convenience to the online and big box retailers, with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. Your boy Eazy, John, my guys from Rax, young Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, smash the like button. It means the world to us. But a couple comments on the franchise tag, the DNC and Eduardo. They see. I think you guys have yourself convinced that Brad Holmes, who point blank told you he's not gonna spend big money on external ads, is gonna acquire luxurious needs through trade and then pay him the money. I don't. I love you guys. I do. I respect your opinions. They're valued opinions in the chat. But he told us
There's no way. There's no
it.
way Legarius Sneed is on the Lions next year. And if he is, shit, that would be great.
I get it.
I do
want
not
to
see it
happen too.
happening at all.
But yeah, come on, guys. It ain't gonna happen. Couple other stuff too. Detroit Lions. A lot of Detroit Lions today because obviously the combine's going on. I saw another article too. Laken Tomlinson, released from the Jet. That's a former. I mean, obviously position needed at guard. I don't know if he has a prior relationship with this regime at all, obviously, but former Detroit Lion as well. Is that something you guys are interested in bringing back to Detroit? Laken Tomlinson?
No. I mean, I think they should draft offensive line But if they want to sign somebody, I'm not going to be mad at it. Yeah, you bring back Laken Tomlinson for a 1 year. I'd rather see them bring back Evan Brown than Laken Tomlinson. So Evan Brown's played in this era. Evan Brown has played in the Ben Johnson run scheme. So if you're going to bring somebody back, I'd rather it be him. But I'm good with just re-signing Glasgow and drafting a starter at left guard.
Yeah.
That would be my preferred route.
Yeah, I'm out on Tomlinson
I'm
as
good.
well.
Yeah, I'm
good on him. The Jets outline looked horrible. I don't even know if he was playing left or right guard, but it seemed like his play probably dropped off a little bit at age 31 compared to when he was doing well on San Francisco back in the day.
Easy putting words in my mouth. What I do? I'm saying sharing.
Let me talk to you.
No, he didn't say franchise tag. Are they franchise tagging him or transition tagging him?
Let me see.
Because if it's franchise tag, the franchise tag. I'm reading this from Google, straight from Google. The franchise tag allows a player to negotiate with other teams and sign an offer sheet. If the current team doesn't match the offer, the new team gives up 2 first-round picks. The transition tag provides only a right to match with no compensation.
Place the franchise tag on cornerback L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah, so guys, obviously there's still open negotiations if it's a sign and trade essentially.
Let him cook.
It's no one's doing that. No one's doing that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's probably gonna be the Chiefs next year. Ain't no wrong with it though. Laken Tomlinson, listen. I feel like you can put almost anybody in this interior offensive lineman, it's gonna work. I get that we don't have the best history with Laken Tomlinson. I get the Jets don't have the best offensive line in the league, but they also don't have Penei Sewell and Taylor Decker to go along with that. So I think if it's a move that they make, I gotta kind of just go with the flow with it. It's one of those like trust Brad Holmes situations.
Yeah, I don't see them making that move though. I don't see them making that move.
Yeah.
If they're like I said, I'm almost 100% positive they're gonna re-sign Graham Glasgow. Like I think he wants to be here. Wants to be with his boys, Decker and Frank. They all seem like they're very good friends. He formed a very good bond with Penei Sewell last year. They have great chemistry together. He is a very versatile piece that they work with as well. He's a Michigan guy, obviously, went to the University of Michigan. So I think they re-signed Graham Glasgow, and then I think they draft somebody to start at left guard. And if they, like I said, if they're going to bring back somebody, retread somebody, I could see it being Evan Brown before it's Laken Tomlinson, because Evan Brown's played for Ben Johnson before.
Here's some news. This is random for you to hear. You're talking about the interior offensive lineman. I believe it was Byron Murphy, who's like perceived by some people the best interior D lineman in the draft.
Top 3 for sure.
So they asked him who was like the toughest matchup for you, your best guy to go against.
Cooper Bebe. Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
Cooper Bebe was a name.
I'm telling
you. PFF, fuck you. Yeah. Give us A+ for that. And Chris, fix my camera.
I'm telling you, I think Cooper Bebe is going to end up being the best, if not the second best, interior offensive lineman in this draft class.
You hear the players say it. It's gotta mean something.
Kid's special, man. The numbers, like Nick's a big production guy. The numbers speak for themselves with the amount of snaps he's played and only allowing 1 sack since 2021 in almost 2,500 snaps. Like watching his tape too, how he can play tackle, he can play guard. Yeah. He's comfortable moving around, getting out in front of players, blocking. Like I love that kid. If the Lions draft him, I will be extremely happy.
Bebe.
Yeah.
I know we've seen it on mocks, like late second,
early
third even, yeah. But those are mocks. We know Brad Holmes has his own board here, fellas.
I don't think they're going to take him at 29.
If you are so in love with them, would you be willing?
No,
absolutely
I'm not taking him at 29.
Maybe a trade down situation from 29.
I would take him in the second round. I'm not going to take him at 29.
Easy. If he is like an absolute top-notch guard that you're thinking about, like
Cooper Bebe,
yeah.
Here's the thing.
Turns into a Pro Bowl, all-pro type guy.
Brad's earned it to where like if he makes that selection, it's like okay, that was the one, right? Like
if he makes that, I'm thinking like walk in day one better than Jonah.
And by the way, for Steve Wiles in Woodward Sports Chat, no way, dude, JPJ would be the best. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm just telling you, they asked Byron Murphy who was the best guy he went against, and he said it was Cooper Bebe.
Yeah, and I said he could be the second best.
Yeah, no one's saying that. I think that you still probably see 3 guys go before him as far as interior offensive linemen. Mm-hmm. Graham Burton, who could obviously tackle and guard. Evan Frazier.
Yeah.
Is Evan first name right? No, last name's Frazier either way.
Frazier, yeah.
And then JPJ. And by the way, there's still like a verdict out on JPJ on whether he gets like the like the injury stuff is like a little bit of a knock on him.
Mhm.
Raxter, we brought up the injuries too.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of people weren't aware of. He tore the ACL in 21 and then left the season early last year too.
Yeah,
with,
Jackson
groin.
Powers Johnson's
Or
dealt
abdomen.
with a lot of injuries. I love him as well, though. The versatility that guy brings with him, the edge he plays with. He's number one on my board when you look at interior offensive linemen for sure.
Absolutely. After last draft and picking Jack, I'm lost Campbell. Brad is a wild card. Absolutely. That's why I switched my mock draft. I stopped doing them off needs. It's easy to do them off needs because you're like, we need this.
Mhm.
But listening to, again, 3 GMs say it, on top of hearing Brad Holmes say it like the same in his press conference or like the week earlier on the flagship station, we're taking the best player available. Like we're going to address needs through free agency. And that's why I think Kendall Fuller, because again, corner needs to be addressed. So that's why I think they're taking or going to sign Kendall Fuller. I don't think it's going to be a make or break deal at all, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Other thing I wanted to put in here, and I don't know if you got the video for this one, Chris, because I put it in last night before 12, but it's Brad Holmes on the Jared Goff extension. Actually, we got like 3 minutes.
Do you want
I'll hold that one off. And we just come back to that one?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to kill these 3 minutes with? How about this?
How was your day?
How was your day? Do you have the pictures from the 40 times?
Yeah.
Chris, throw up the Strider one too at some point.
Strider.
I got all of them on one.
Yeah,
these 40-time faces for a couple
Decker's
of Detroit
my
lines.
favorite.
Oh,
Or
dude.
Goff. Goff is really good too.
Campbell's my favorite by far, dude.
Yeah.
Why? Because I looked at Malcolm's. I was like, Malcolm's like when you have to take the shit, and then Jack Campbell's face is like when it's too late.
Yeah, it's already there.
Yeah, it's arrived. And then Decker's face is like when Beth turns around.
Yeah.
That's the face we're all making like, dang, God
damn.
yeah.
It's a good face.
Or Jack Campbell's face could be, I put on my story, I was
Jack
like,
Campbell looks, yeah.
can you zoom in on that, Chris, at all?
It looks like an
you
old
can
face.
just do it live. I don't care if it's like, well, it's on the thing. Jack Campbell's face is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I put on my story, I was like, when I give Shorty the best 2 minutes and 47 seconds of her life.
Yeah.
That's the Jack Campbell face
Literally.
right there. The O face. These are phenomenal.
These are great.
Yeah, shout out the social media team for doing that.
Yeah, dude, Lions social media team's coded.
Yeah, didn't they win like an award or something? Yeah.
They did. If you guys are
Oh,
if you guys want to work with the Detroit Lions social media team, they are hiring an intern for this year.
Yeah, I need a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, weird. You need a bachelor. I mean, I guess that kind of not for social media.
I got a
bro.
bachelor's degree.
Dude, but like, do you need a bachelor's degree for social media? I mean, you see the
Not
people
really.
that do well on
You
social
don't.
media. I don't think anyone's like, oh, that guy's brilliant. I mean, some of them, yeah.
Wait, Lions are hiring?
Yeah, they are. An internship. I don't know if it's paid or not. We shall see.
Got tagged in it a few times, and I'm like, first
What
thing I
are we?
read,
Why don't you shoot
bachelor
your shot
degree.
with Beth?
Bachelor degree.
We do every day, brother.
Yep.
We do every day. We're trying.
I took her out one time.
Fight
Good
was a
time.
good fight.
How'd it go?
It was fun. It's a lot of fun. We went and saw D-Mac wrestle.
Tell us about Guardian Alarm.
Sounds like fun.
Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night. And know the Guardian Alarm team members will be on the phone as long as needed. Technology backed by people. They have your safety and security deserves technology has been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. Call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest. How would you like to win not one, but two vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Dispo Dispensary is the best in the business. It got the largest collection of the best curated cannabis. They got the best, biggest brand name products. I'm sorry, I was like replying to a comment mid-read.
Massive.
Make sure you guys head over to Dispo Dispensary, the best. Your local cannabis plug. Over 12 locations across the great state. If you can't make it there, they'll deliver you with Dispo Dash. Open to midnight. Check it out.
Kidnap
Local
JB.
cannabis plug. Hey, kidnap JB if you want to.
Highly abductable.
Smash that like button. What?
Slouching, dude. I just looked at myself in the camera. I was like this.
Yeah, gotta fix that fucking bum.
I want to get one of those things that pushes your shoulder blades back.
Your tits?
You like wear it and it like
pokes your tits out.
Yeah, make sure you don't.
Your posture.
Yeah, you're not like
oh my
this all
god,
day.
I'm in a chair all day at my other job. So I mean, I have been standing a little more recently in one right now, but I got this.
Yeah.
I gotta fix my posture up. I'm at a desk all day.
I forget who I was talking to. I think it was a doctor, and they were saying like the phones don't help either because you're constantly like doing that,
looking over.
And they say if you ever check it out, like the phone or the hand that you hold your phone in,
yeah,
like usually your pinky is like a little bit more indented. Mm-hmm. They're saying that could be like a evolutional thing that's gonna start happening. Like people saying,
Yeah, I had a dream about that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Means it's real.
Shelf pinkies and spoon toes.
And like this shit too. Like everyone's just like the posture's gonna be completely fucked. Just always been on the phone.
Oh, that's true.
That's scary.
So you gotta start.
And like the streamer heads, like have you seen the streamer?
No.
Head, like they have indents in their heads from wearing the fucking headsets all day.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Have any of
It's
you guys?
real?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even if even me, like being
Yes.
bald, I would have like a
Yes.
indent. That's crazy.
Have any of you guys seen the videos about like 2-star quarterback coming into play at Happy Valley, like for the new EA sports games, college football? They're great videos. I'll get one to Chris before Spenmo's giving me a look like I am a cuzzo
I had no
over
idea
here.
what
So,
you're talking
I
about.
have no clue where you're going.
I'll get it back to you. Let's get into some football.
Hockey Town is
Football.
back.
Hockey Town is back. We can talk some hockey. We got the video. This is Brad Holmes speaking on Jared Goff's extension. Briefly.
Yeah, obviously Jared did a great job, and we do collectively as an organization, we do have a sense of the direction that we want to go and proceed with Jared and other players that are eligible for those discussions. But out of respect of the player, out of respect of our process, we just kind of keep those conversations internally, and once we have updates, we'll definitely make sure you guys know.
I just never know what to do with the audio, so it's too weird shit like that. I only bring this up because I heard it on another show, and then I also Jeff Risdon said he would actually be shocked if a Jared Goff deal gets done this offseason versus like next year. Then I heard another show said they would be surprised if it didn't get done before the 13th of next month. And I guess I was kind of like, where are you at with it? Like, what would you be shocked with? And then we saw that thing from Spot Track today too.
I think, yeah, the Spot Track thing released where it projected Jared Goff at, I think, 4 years, $180 million, which I think is a great deal. I think that if you sign Jared Goff to that deal, I would be pretty happy with that. I would be surprised if a deal didn't get done before this year. I really would. I think he has earned that money. I think they love him. Obviously, he's their guy. They have the utmost confidence in him going forward, and I do think they get a deal done before free agency.
Nick,
I would take 4 years at 180 in a heartbeat, 45 per. I mean, that's a bargain for Jared Goff and what you're getting. I mean, he's done so much for this team. We just cannot overspend and screw us in the future when it comes to paying him too much money. So that's the only thing I'm worried about, but I don't think Brad will. I think Jared Goff is understanding of the situation he's in. We're not going to nickel and dime him, but we'll give him what he deserves, and hopefully it is under that $50 million mark.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I think that's a very, very fair deal. And trust me, too, like Brad Holmes has moved the cap around before. You know what I mean? He's gone very creative with cap space. So there would be no surprises with me if that contract has a lot of leeway and it becomes even a tradable asset. I look at that contract and say that's tradable. Whenever I'm investing in a player long term, I always want to ask myself, is this a contract I can see myself trading if I have to? And 4 years, $180 million for Jared Goff, I see it as a tradable contract. So I'm okay with it. It doesn't look like one of those contracts that you're going to be like, this better work out. I don't think it's like that.
Gotta be honest with you guys. Fucking Spotrac's trash when it comes to like predicting these contracts. You guys remember when we thought Evan Brown was getting like $13 million?
Yeah.
Like Spotrac was like, yeah, he's getting $13 million. Like I feel like that's why. And again, I'm not a big PFF guy, but I know like they're nerdy enough to like do the homework. That when I look at these projected contracts, like I'd rather go there with Brad than PFF because I don't know who. Or I'm sorry, than Spotrac because I don't know who's doing it at Spotrac. I feel like it's just an algorithm of Spotrac that's like throws it out there a little bit. But if you got Goff at 4 years, 45 AAV, like bro, sign me up. Like I am actually cool with that. As like the anti-Goff guy, and I think Chris made a great point too. Is like once it becomes not valuable, it's a lot easier to move off of. Like way easier to move off of that point too. Especially if there's a team holding Goff in that high of regard. Now I think when it comes to JG, there's obviously a bias when it comes to like this area code or Detroit Lions fans. They hold him in higher regards. But the truth is the league doesn't. That's why he was attached to those 2 first-round picks in the exchange. It's why he again. I'm not shitting on him with this.
But to be fair, he's a different quarterback now.
He is way better than you're 100% right. He is way better than when we got him. He is a better quarterback. Dan Campbell spoke to that just the other day too, in the back after his press conference. But I don't think the league values him as that. So I think actually 180. I think he's gonna get a little bit more than that, like 48 or something like that. And but by the way, I'm not tripping either way, like because you have those like 2 years before like it starts to get heavy, and that's when you could probably try to move off of it or figure something out at that point. Maybe hide some of that money in a roster bonus, and then if he's not on your roster come that time, you don't owe him X amount of dollars with it.
And there's a lot of ways they can work around, like how much money you pay him there, how much money you pay him where, what his signing bonus looks like. Are you going to front load it? Are you going to back load it?
Yeah,
so you can definitely work in this contract. You can definitely work this contract multiple different ways. And like I said, if that's what it was, if I agree with you that I'm not sure about Spotrac and where they're getting their information from, because they also had Dak at $60 million per as what he's going to be projected to get. So I mean, if you can get Goff for 45 a year, I'm doing it for sure.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, do it. My ideal contract, real quick, is probably like 3 years.
Yeah.
Just because I do feel like he, and then not disrespectful way, but it's like the Ben Johnson effect is a thing. And again, it's not just me. It's perceived that way around the league. That's why, by his numbers, he probably should have been the MVP conversation, but he wasn't. You wanna know why? Because people didn't perceive that as like JG doing the damn thing. They know what the system is. They know the offensive line he's in front of. Like that's how it's perceived around the league. So I think we might get him at a good deal. I think it hurts that the cap space went up because his age is probably asking for a fuck ton. You know, I'm in the camp that maybe I was gonna say I think I'd be more surprised if the deal got done before the 13th, but now I'm not. After with Jalen Reeves may even getting done. Didn't somebody else get re-signed with us recently too? I can't. No, I'm thinking no. Just. Reese Maven. Maybe I'll hop on the other side of the fence. And I'll probably be more surprised if it does get done. Just because I feel like if you're playing it smart and you're Brad Holmes and company, give yourself, and I'm sorry that anybody doesn't want to hear this, and I do love Jared Goff and what he brought to, but like business-wise, just strictly business, you should give yourself that year to figure out what you have in Hendon with a full off season, having the offensive system, or you know what I'm saying? Like give yourself that year of knowing what you got in him before you make the financial commitment to JG that could cripple your franchise. That's how these quarterback contracts are.
Yeah, and that's where I want to get to with it is the contract part, because not to put that on you, but that has been the thing, right? That's always been a sticking point with you in golf is the contract that you expect him to get. So seeing that this is 4 years after knowing that Brad Holmes and management kind of was looking at more of a 3-year Geno Smith type contract, this is 4. Would you rather? I imagine they gave him an extra year for a less annual salary. I imagine that's kind of their negotiating points. Hey, we'll give you that 4th year, but instead of 50 per, we're doing 45. Like, are you more okay with that, or would you rather give him, more annually, but have it 3 year instead of 4 year?
So you're saying do that 440 or the 445?
Yeah, like the 4
Versus
for
3 year for
45
50.
is kind of like what this kind of equates to right now. Would you rather that, or would you rather 3 years at like 50 or
more
around
money,
that area?
less term?
What'd you say?
More money, less term.
Yeah, probably that. But it also depends on how they're like stacking up the 40. You know, like again, like how Spinny was saying, how I was mentioning a little bit earlier too, is like, is this a roster bonus? You know what I'm saying, like, because right now Brad Holmes confirmed too, because as of I think it's March 13th, whatever, March 12th or something like that. Like, if JG's on the roster, he gets like an extra like $5 million, and that's going to count towards the cap this year. But Brad Holmes says it's not going to affect like what they're doing and the timeline of what they're trying to do. Like, they know what they want to do, and they're working things out. And from everything that we're being told, and I can't say we're being told. This is like stuff that I hear on YouTube. So it's not even like from anything verified or anything like that. But the disconnect is the length versus. It's not a money thing. It's like the annual thing. You know, how many more years do you want? It sounds like JG wants more long term, and they don't.
Yeah.
Which again, business wise, it's just you gotta feel it out.
It's I mean, you got to come to an understanding. You got to come to an agreement. And again, Jared Goff's not in a situation where he's hurting for cash. Like, he already got his super huge deal. So he's not like one of these guys that are looking at their second contract, looking at it like, all right, this is where I need to cash in. He already cashed it. So, yeah, he's going to get a big contract because he's a quarterback and he's very good at his job. But I don't think he's going to penny pinch for that $50 million a year deal.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, I would be good. If the 4 years, 45, that's good with me.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that at all.
He went out and got Hooker for a reason, fellas.
That's true.
It's just how high was Hooker on his board pre-injury? That's what I'm curious about. Because if he comes back to 100%, I mean, they were talking Hooker first round. He was going to be a Heisman.
They moved up to get him too.
The chat loves talking hookers right now.
Yeah,
is that what's going on in chat? I'm kind of
they're just all over the place.
fading out of football and like hot
Chris
girls.
just commented and said, "Yeah, I like women too."
Yeah, guys, just felt like I need to join that conversation.
Well, let me tell you guys about Les Stanford. What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brands you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click the shop tab today and get yourself some brand new merch. If you're tired of your same old Detroit sports merch and you want the ultimate swag, amazing apparel, hoodies, hats, tees, all guaranteed to turn heads, head on over to woodwardsports.com and click the shop tab today.
Buongiorno, welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, woodwardsports.com.
Arrivederci. I gotta check something real quick because I just saw a pretty cool thing, but it's from a account that I do not trust at all. But they quoted somebody I do trust a lot in it. So I want to see if he posted it first.
All right. Oh, news. Like a news thing.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Lions news or
breaking?
Red Wings news?
No, it's not.
Air horn?
It's Red Wings news, but it's nothing crazy.
Huh.
Red Wings made a trade?
No. Stop guessing.
What are they?
Stay tuned this
week.
week.
There is breaking
Woodward
news. Yeah,
Heavyweights.
actually, there is big breaking Red Wings news. They're putting a logo on the jersey.
Is that true?
That is real.
Okay,
That's from Brad Galley.
Is it
Brad
better
Galley.
made?
Huh?
Is it better made?
Is that what they're
I
saying?
don't know. That's.
I don't think Better Made's got that kind of bread, do they?
Shout out Chip. Yes, remember when we talked about like the person that we worked with that was like the owner of a business?
Is that your guy?
Yes. It was the guy who owned Better Made.
No, they haven't announced. They haven't announced it yet.
I think
I thought you said Lay's. Yeah, you said Lay's.
Yeah. Which is under Better Made.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
No.
Or no?
I don't think it
is. Is Better Made separate from Lay's?
Yeah.
Well, he owns Better Made for sure.
Okay.
Either way, that's high school kids would fly just to make a Lay's
they're
shirt.
announcing their first jersey patch partner. The team will announce on Thursday.
Is there? I mean, obviously, a lot of people are pissed off about that.
I don't give a shit.
It was gonna happen.
People are
it's
saying
inevitable.
Fago, Speedway.
Little Caesars.
I got the Valero sign.
Yeah, that should be funny.
The
Honestly,
Valero would be hype.
UWM. Aren't they already the
UWM? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
UWM. That's
But
what I'm
no, they're
thinking.
probably gonna be on the Suns.
I could see Little Caesars ASAP.
Little Caesars, it wouldn't like that. No.
Well,
They're just doubling
They
down.
just pay themselves. Like Chris Hill just like, well, here's your payment for the patches. Like, oh, thanks, Chris.
It's the advertisement. Every
What do
single
you think it's
game.
gonna be?
I don't know. We'll
Chris?
see. Oh, I'm cheating.
What are we
Oh,
guessing
I'm
right now? I'm
cheating.
sorry. I'm
So
lost.
the Detroit Red Wings, they have officially agreed to a patch partner on the jerseys.
Oh, UAW for sure.
UWM?
Yeah.
Or UWM. Why do I always say UAW?
UWM or Meyer? Meyer's a good guess too.
It could be Meyer.
But Meyer's only like a north. I guess that doesn't matter. That
It does not matter.
Yeah.
It's
a Red Wing.
Rakuten on the.
What is that?
It's I have no idea, but it's on the Warriors jerseys.
Yeah, is there any update on that?
No, they're gonna announce it Thursday. They said so. They'll announce it tomorrow. Emerald's Eyes 7 said Aldi's. Colton's Cardboard said Trojan. That would be a good one.
Are the Clippers still Bumble, by the way? Or
I think so. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I did know that.
Wait, what if it's Bang Bros?
I was gonna
Lady
say it.
Jane's.
Who is
Guardian
who's the-
Guardian Alarm.
Spencer?
Guardian
who was the
Alarm?
arena that tried to be the Bang Bros Stadium?
That was Miami.
Yeah.
Hard Rock Stadium. Bang
That's
Bros
fire.
tried to buy it.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, imagine how sweet that.
Bang
The
Bros.
shed or the couch.
The couch. The
You
bang
call
bus.
it the couch? Yeah, the bus.
The bus. Wait, what one? Is there a company you guys would be pissed
Salvation
off?
Armies.
Is there
If it's
co-
Little Caesars, I'd be pretty pissed off. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
Sounds
It's
like
LCA. It's Little Caesar Arena.
Because you would just put a patch on the best sweater in hockey for no reason.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, that's fair.
Like it's already your team. You don't need to put a patch on it.
Nick, is there a company that would piss you off? The Red Wings put on the jersey.
No, I mean, it was coming to this for a long time, you know.
It's not gonna be like KHL jerseys. I mean, it'll get there eventually. But
Yeah, like soccer jerseys. I don't want to see the like.
it's gonna be
they're
like KHL
filled.
jerseys in like 10 years.
Next thing you know, they're
Oh,
gonna have the
God.
NASCAR promotions.
It's gonna be like that for sure.
Those are disgusting.
Yeah.
But can you buy it? That was my question, right? Because like the Pistons, when you buy it, it comes with the UWM on it, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Like that's what I don't want. If I'm buying a jersey, I don't want to be a fucking sponsor for UWM. I'm paying for this. I should have to pay to sponsor fucking UWM.
Yeah,
All due respect to UWM, I love Matt Ishbia, but like, give me the jersey without the fucking patch.
Bang Bros tried to
110%
buy
with you on
American
that.
Airlines, says DNC. They're just trying to buy everything.
Bang plane.
They're trying. I hope it's
Bang
not
plane.
Amazon. It's like Prime.
Oh yeah, because aren't they buying the rights to Bally?
Yeah, they're buying the rights to Bailey, and
They are for sure. Amazon's
Yeah.
buying it. Oh, that's sick.
and they're opening new plants all over.
Shit's gonna
Detroit.
change. I think it was. I think it was BDE where knew some of the hockey players don't get paid that much, or maybe it was you. I don't know. It was during our show or that show, but that's gonna change.
It was yesterday when we were talking about fighting, or earlier when we were talking about fighting somebody to death.
Yeah, hockey players about to get paid with the Amazon deal.
If you had to fight an athlete to the death, but you got to take over his life, who would it be, Nick?
Give me a second here. That's a good one. That's a good one to think about. But I mean, I'm excited about Amazon, honestly, because I don't have Bally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clutch.
That's true. I have Prime, so.
And you know they're
Bally's
gonna put out
trash.
top shelf money for all the best broadcasting and
Absolutely.
equipment. Like,
Bro, for a halftime
Here
show,
for
you
it.
need like 4 people tops. They got fucking 7.
they have like
Yeah.
and it's all like top shelf.
Good
dude.
guys too. Yeah, Antonio Gonzalez, Richard Sherman, or Tony Gonzalez, not Antonio.
Antonio Gonzalez.
Antonio Gonzalez.
Yeah. They got Whitworth, Sherman, Fitzpatrick, Tony Gonzalez,
And then dumb
Carissa Thompson,
lion ass bitch.
They got somebody else too, I think, right?
I don't
Who'd
know.
you guys say for your athlete? I'm trying to get some names here.
Noah kind of cracked the code.
Yeah, we shouldn't do it.
Is it a woman
get
NASCAR
a couple
driver?
good answers from the chat first, because that is cracking the code. What do you
Okay,
say?
that's where I immediately went.
Wait, what did he say?
Female NASCAR driver.
Oh God, Nick, what is wrong with you?
I'm trying to think. I can't beat a lot of athletes.
No,
here.
yeah, I said it. I
I'm, like,
said
trying
it
to
should
think
be a
about it.
hockey player or a baseball player because they're most proportionate to regular human beings. Like
Yeah, like a
Jose
Jose
Altuve.
Altuve.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
yeah. I
but
could see that
Noah
one.
said golfer.
Yeah, that's good too.
And those are the guys. Those are the least scrap. Those are all the prep boys, and they're rich. They get paid.
I'm smacking Phil Nichols.
Kicking out lefties.
Yeah, plus
knee.
they're old too.
Kicking out
Yeah,
lefties.
Brittany
knee.
Griner says
Brittany
Emerald.
Griner beat the shit out
Yeah,
of Nick.
Brittany Griner. She's got. I'm pretty sure she's on like testosterone pills
probably,
now too.
yeah, she's probably
'Cause
on
she
test.
posted a video the other day.
Hey,
It was like,
thank
"Hey
God she's
guys," I was
out.
like, "What the fuck? You didn't have that voice before."
Thank God she's out.
Russia
Free
changed her.
BG.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a buy or sell on headlines.
Who would you? People were
Danica
saying
Patrick.
Eduardo O'Neill said a punter. Michael Phelps says, dude, Michael Phelps, no
Ooh,
way.
a punter
No
would be a
way.
good
Michael
answer.
Phelps is a unit, bro. He's like
Yeah.
6'6".
Plus, he's not getting paid like these other
Cock
guys.
diesel, and yeah, he doesn't get paid. Like,
Actually, he
I'm telling
is
you,
'cause of
baseball
endorsements.
player would be the move.
Yeah, I'll say Michael Badgley right now.
Michael
I'll have
Badgley.
to take
Can-
him.
can I-
I'll take
a
the money
moment?
badger.
That's fine.
I looked at my boy and I knew he wasn't racist. It was Jeff. He picked Trey Young. I was like, "You want to be a black guy?"
Yeah.
that's cool.
Trey Young's pretty good though.
Yeah, Trey Young would be a good one.
You could beat Trey Young up. But
Who's-
even
who's for
Trey
you,
Young,
Chris?
he's like 6'1", right?
Yeah.
Like even
yeah.
small basketball players are
Still big.
big regular humans.
It's like when Chauncey, you'd think he was like small, but he's 6'3".
Yeah.
Which is still big for an NBA guard in general.
I would probably. Oh, Connor Bedard's a good one.
Connor Bedard, that's the one. That's my answer.
But still, you're
What's that first NHL contract like?
not great.
If we
Not
could go
great,
back
bro.
in history, Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy
Bogues.
I'm telling you,
Spud Webb.
Jose Altuve would probably be because he's got a $100 million contract and he's like 5'6".
That's a good one.
Yeah, probably NFL
Like,
kicker.
yeah.
Probably, I don't know what kind of deal he got, but Badgley.
Badgley, Matt Prater,
Matt Prater.
he's got a pretty good contract and he's
I feel
probably
like Matt
drunk,
Prater could
so-
scrap though.
Yeah,
He's got the barbed wire tattoo on his arm.
That's true.
He could scrap.
Pat Bev said DNC.
I don't know, but I feel like
Pat
Pat Bev
Bev's
could fight.
probably pretty cagey, but
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah,
Chicago.
That would be a
cagey,
crime of passion for Spencer.
yeah, I would do that just without even taking over his life. Like,
Speaking of DNC ENT, last night we were tripping out because we had the bet on Cave at 25. Fucking this guy, Caruso. When he turns it on defense, he just
Yeah.
turns it fucking
Oh, yeah.
on. He is the real deal.
Caruso's
That
the man.
motherfucker, man.
Dude, Chicago's so dumb for not trading him. They could have got 2 first-round picks, like good
Shit, I'd
first-round
love that.
picks.
oh, what about
Killian
Caleb
Hayes.
Williams?
Caleb Williams? Oh, for sure.
You
He's-
guys could
he
not
is
take Caleb
curling a
Williams.
ball and
Get out of
crying.
here.
Are you
You
kidding
could
me?
not take Caleb Williams.
I think
that guy's
anybody here
crying.
could take Caleb Williams.
He's soft.
He is soft.
You got to
Sharp
prepare
and
to
soft.
call him soft, Nick. He's going to be the Chicago Bears
And
quarterback.
he made $10 million in college last year on top of going to be the first pick in the NFL draft.
Caleb Williams.
And you'd have Caleb Williams, like his ability.
Ooh, actually. Speaking of Chicago Bears quarterbacks, kind of like, maybe we say this for tomorrow. But you see the video of Justin Fields? Does the manager post it?
Kyler Murray, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Bryce
Oh,
Young.
yeah.
That's the one.
there it
4
is.
foot
Yeah.
NFL player to fight. It's
Yeah.
definitely Bryce Young.
4'8". I'm fighting him.
I'm picking Trent Williams. And dying.
Yeah.
Getting beheaded. like the mountain.
Steph Curry. That's a good one.
Steph Curry would be a good
Well,
one. He
if we
seems kinda
extend this
soft.
to non-athletes, can we fight Monty Williams for his contract? Because
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
so down.
Actually, Monty's big.
Monty's a
fucking dude.
big guy.
When he's at that podium and he puts his hands
Off
up, I'm like every
principle.
time I'm like,
Every
he has giant
NBA
fucking
player,
hands.
I would not choose an NBA player, dude. There's no NBA player I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna,
Steph?
because they're all
Hand-eye,
Steph's
too?
like 6'4",
Yeah.
and
Steph's like, is he 6'4"?
yeah, he's like 6'3",
He is
6'4",
6'3", you're right.
and their lateral agility and quickness, like
Hand-eye.
they're the most athletic athletes. They're the biggest, the fastest,
fair.
and can jump the highest.
But
Like
to
I'm
be
not
fair,
choosing one. Of
every
those
time
guys.
they get in fights, they never land their punches.
It's true.
And they
but
are swinging kind of wild.
they're
except for
also
Draymond.
fighting other freak athletes.
That is fair.
I'm picking. It's got to be a baseball player in my mind or Bryce Young.
That's when Katie got in that fan's face. They
Yeah.
called him a bitch.
Yeah.
That dumb bitch was like,
Oh, dude, her face. Talk about cringe.
oh, that was so cringe. Yeah. Why would you think he would high five you
Yeah.
after you called him a dumb bitch? And the one guy's explanation, I got a podcast. What the Come on, bro.
Making us look bad.
Come on, bro.
Kyler Murray's a good
You know what
one,
I
yeah.
would do? I would have, and I'm not that guy, but if I was, I would have kept going. You're not gonna hit me. You're a fucking $1 million athlete. I'm gonna keep talking shit.
Well, then you just get kicked out.
What? I mean, I would keep it within the rules and stuff.
No, he can kick you out. They do it all the time. Whereas like, get that guy out of here, and security
But
takes
that
him
one
out.
was a film reaction, but I guess it's from the team side, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw if Dwayne Dedman can get an NBA or a fan kicked out, then Kevin Durant can
good
too.
point.
Because I watched Dwayne Dedman when he was on the Heat, when I was sitting courtside with the Pistons. Like, I watched him get
Subtle
somebody
flex.
ejected.
If you wrap up
Dwayne
Curry, it
Dedman.
wraps, bro. That's fair.
Yeah, if I got Curry down, I can get him. I'd have to get him down, but
All right, well,
When we get
Planet
back-
Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you will experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by, more than 50 in Metro Detroit, and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Cheers.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope.
Also the best place to find the best home and auto insurance. Make sure you contact my guy Mark at SwissINS.com.
And shout out to Leo. Shout out to Leo Jordan on Instagram. He just messaged me. He said, "Love your show, bro. One pride, baby, from London, England."
That's
Hey, yo.
fucking sick.
Across the pond. Shout out Leo.
We're giving shout outs. Actually, shout out to, I don't know what his name is in the Woodward Sports chat, but Pep and Donlon's son sent me a funny ass message. I put the Jack Campbell thing up, and he said, hit her with that sneaky big. So, and the shout, we got someone from Cali too. She's coming in for draft, or I'm sorry, for opening day.
Oh, opening day is going to be a vibe, man. You guys should get tickets.
Yeah,
it's
make sure you guys
it's
get
my
tickets.
element. And
Ant. Shout
we're
out
in
to
the
Ant.
talks of getting people to cover on the desk for us.
Ooh.
So we can just...
And in the sound booth.
I talked to Stick about it today.
What do you say?
He's like, yeah, we
Was
can...
he disappointed?
No, he's like, yeah, we can make that happen. Like, we'll get some people to cover for us on the desk so we can be downtown filming content.
You picked Marcus Sasser, DNC? I would. He's a scrappy motherfucker.
He's scrappy. And he's like 6'1".
Oh, yeah, I would know.
I'm not picking anybody in the NBA, like I said.
Not Steph.
Trae Young's probably the best choice out of an NBA player.
Silky Johnson, I'll cover you in the booth for free. Shout out Silky Johnson.
That sounds...
Yeah, I'll be at a bachelor party. I wish I could be
Please
there
say
with you boys.
pause
I'm
after that.
pissed.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
I'm in my
Saying that
element.
Silky Johnson's covering
Opening
it.
day is my favorite day of the year.
Opening day is it's a fucking party every single time.
Grand Slam Fest, right?
Over the defender.
You want to save this by himself for tomorrow? Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
Still can't see it.
No, you did not make it. You want to save by himself for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it was the last 10
Deuce
minutes.
Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn's a good one. DNC. But like, Jose Altuve signed. Like, what's his contract? He's making hundreds of millions of dollars. I would take that over Deuce Vaughn, who's on a rookie contract.
We talking about during the break two NASCAR drivers, but they're scrappy motherfuckers.
Deuce
Like,
being the host.
They're from down south. So
Yeah, I was talking
you know.
about that, and I don't know how much they make. Like, I'm telling you, baseball is the best
Yeah, I pick a
bang for your
baseball player.
buck, man.
But
Those
I
guys
still
make
got that
hundreds
theory,
of
man.
millions of dollars, but still, bro.
If you could throw that motherfucker, you probably got a mean right in.
I could throw a pretty fastball.
You probably got a mean right in.
I'm a lefty.
You got a mean left hand.
I mean, I hit like, I think 72 was the fastest I clocked at.
Mailbag. Why the fuck
If I did a crow hop, I could probably get to upper 70s.
Mailbag. Why the fuck
Like,
is
from
a
an
10-point
outfield, like,
NHL win worth
couple
the
steps
same
into it.
as...
Not off the mound.
I know
can't
what you
hit
mean.
upper 70s off the mound. I probably can't even hit 70 anymore off the mound.
What did you play, shortstop?
Huh? First base. First base and outfield.
Oh, yeah,
and
I
pitched a little bit.
I guess shortstop.
Yeah.
I know he's a giant human being, but I feel like Ben Simmons has to get some type of honorable mention here. Because, like, bro has no
Fuck
dog.
No, dude. I'm not touching Ben Simmons.
Dude
Even though
has
he's
no
a soft
dog in
little
him.
puss, he is.
I'm not going to. So quit asking.
Yeah,
And just
fuck that.
Cock diesel, bro.
And that's yeah.
He's got no dog.
Tim Anderson, because we know he has a glass jaw. Stephen David. That's a great point. But he also only signed like a $2 million contract.
Sean
I'm telling
Stanton.
you, dude. Jose Altuve.
I'm behind, but I fight Jack Hughes to death. Nasty at hockey, and the bitches love him.
That's a good point. Bitches do love Jack Hughes.
Yeah, why do they love him so much?
I don't know. He's a handsome guy.
You crispy.
His
Hockey bitches.
Connor
are-
Bedard's yoked
I
up,
love,
is he?
dude. I love hockey girls. Like,
Oh, puck sluts?
yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty hot. Not
great
gonna lie.
stuff. Very hot,
The one that performed at NHL All-Star Game.
and they all know their shit too. Like, it's
They really do.
Yeah.
It's honestly impressive. There's probably.
hockey has the best female fan base. I
I
would
was
say.
just about to say that. Yeah, I feel like that 100% actually hockey has the best female fan base.
Mhm.
Pro all
They
day.
know their shit.
Gotta be.
Probably because I also just don't know shit. So when they are saying shit, I'm like,
You're like,
well,
damn,
it'll be
that's
second.
second
Yeah,
base.
yeah,
No.
that makes sense.
And they're all
You know
pretty
what?
hot.
Let me
They
hit that.
are gorgeous. Puck sluts are pretty gorgeous.
D-Mac,
They're
Second
all
would
like
be baseball
blonde,
or baseball or
blue-eyed,
basketball?
though. What?
Yeah,
Baseball
they
or
all are
basketball for
white.
second.
Baseball.
Very quiet crowd.
What are you saying, Chris?
Which would be second? Like, what sport would be second for
Probably
the
football.
women?
Football.
Yeah, football. Yeah.
Probably them.
College.
Football is kind of easy to like get.
College sports.
I feel like.
I feel like basketball might be last.
I don't know any. I don't know many baseball. Well, no, there's some baddie baseball girls too.
What do you think is the hardest sport to learn?
Football.
No.
For sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of weird rules.
There's so many different rules and shit and like.
Hockey, you have
can't
to
do.
learn how to skate.
Hockey's kind of tough.
No,
though.
not like how to play. Like how to.
okay.
Like.
You know what? I finally learned. And D-Mac was like, "Yeah, actually, that was probably the right thing to do." Because I used to. I talked about it the other day. Did the hook, the TD for it, and I was trying to like learn the hockey.
Ooh, golf. That's a good one, Andrew Jones.
Oh, that's
That
a
is
good one
true.
too. Actually,
That's
yeah.
true.
They had the ladies' tee.
That's yeah.
That's the
Golf is
Gretzky's
top tier.
Gretzky's wife or
Paige Sporonic. Oh,
His
no,
daughter.
Gretzky's
Gretzky's
daughter.
daughter.
With,
Oh,
yeah.
DJ's wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, but
dude.
D-Mac said
Imagine
to
just doing
play
blow all the time
NHL.
and going home to her. Like DJ's living the life, bro.
D-Mac said play Chell. That'd be the best way to learn.
Oh, dude, Chell's also the best sports game out. I've heard MLB The Show is really good too, but I don't play that.
FIFA gets a lot of love too.
FIFA gets a lot.
Actually, I've only played FIFA like 3 times. It was
Chell's awesome.
lit every time.
Chell's
I like
awesome.
playing Chell too. That's how I like got to learn though, offsides. Some shit I still don't get though, and I feel like it's all ticky-tacky with the refs. Is like when they call like there was one actually last night, 46 in our team.
Icing?
No, not icing. It was like roughing or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, interference.
We pushed the guy down, but he they were fighting each other, and he was like going to get his lick back, and with his momentum, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever. But that's like a judgment thing. I had to learn that too.
Yeah, if you get into a fight with people, they're gonna send you to the box. Retaliator gets sent.
Yeah. But
especially now, it's real soft now.
Except for, I don't know. They're like the New York and Philly. Who is that kid?
Well, you could fight Kempe.
Who's the kid? The Rangers kid?
Yeah, Kempe.
Hardy's only been like 3 games, 5 fights, or
Yeah,
5
he's
games,
got
3 fights.
he's got more penalty time than he does ice time.
Is he good?
He's pretty good. He's big though. He's like 6'6".
His job is just to fight out there.
Yeah, I mean
they had one guy 2 years. I was trying to get this the other day.
Who?
He was in the Rangers. I don't know if he is anymore. I think his name's Matt. I think he's from Michigan actually.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
when?
sure. Huh.
1-on-1 in Chell. I don't have Chell, but I'd play Chell. I'm playing Helldivers. Helldivers is fucking sick. I want to play it tonight actually.
What was the brawl from like 2020 playoffs?
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure it was
Capitals Rangers, I think.
I think it was Capitals Rangers. Yeah, I think you're right.
The line brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think somebody got taken out in the middle of the ice, and then the next game they brawled.
But who was the guy? They were trying. Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson. Oh,
That's
yeah.
Tom
Tom
Wilson.
Wilson's,
Where's he at?
He's a scumbag.
He's still in New York?
No.
I feel like
Tom
we
Wilson,
just played him.
Yeah.
Did we just play Tom Wilson? Was he on the Caps?
I don't know. He might be. He was on the Caps for a little bit. Tom Wilson was. He's a goon.
He's a goon, but I kind of.
We just played him last night. Tom Wilson.
He handled his own.
Yeah, he's a Capital. Yeah.
Yeah, he is in the Capitals. Oh damn, he's actually old as fuck. Not
Yeah,
old, but
he's been in the league
there-
for a while.
Yeah, longer than I thought.
Yeah. But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate y'all tapping into the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you smash
Thanks for chilling
that
with the boys.
like button. Smash the like button. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff for Eazy, Nick,
Half
Chris.
hour penalty time he's had already.
Yeah, 30 minutes. I'm Spencer. We're the Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.